Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another AAA meeting. I am your host, Sinatra Says, as usual, blah, 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 blah. As usual, with me is my co-host, Drunken Uncle.
We're just done with the going live in 2 minutes thing, are we? We're just not doing that anymore.
Well, when have you started doing it?
I have always done it. I say, right.
Oh, yeah, you
okay,
run like a 30-second intro. That's right.
I go, let's get this shit show on the road. I say it every fucking Monday.
I have started the intro music at 25 after for the past 125 episodes that I've hosted.
I'm just saying, a little heads up, like going live in, well, I mean, even 10 seconds or going live now would. Hello, chat. I was wanking.
Damn, if only you had a clock in front of you that said 10:30 p.m. GMT.
Oh, if only I did, but it actually says 10:32, dick.
Well, it said 10:30 at one point.
Oh, I mean, at one point, yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. How you doing,
I got one.
You all right?
I got one for you. You
got one for me?
Ready? Are you ready?
All right, yeah, go on.
Do you know the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper?
No.
Gross.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That was all right. I like that. That was well done, Tim. I'm assuming you thought of that all by yourself.
Oh, 100%. I definitely didn't get it from a fucking hilarious TikTok that I scrolled for like an hour this morning when I was taking a shit.
Of course. No, that's how Sinatra spends his shits, just looking for good jokes for the beginning of the AAA meeting where he doesn't let his co-host know that the show is starting.
I got another one if you want it.
I do.
Did you hear about the money?
Was that the joke?
No.
Oh.
Did you hear about the mummy they found that was covered in nuts and chocolate?
No.
It's called Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's brilliant. That's my favorite. Fantastic work.
I sent you a drink recipe on X. Ugh, who the fuck calls it X? I did see that. That looks pretty good. Called a Crowley's Kiss. That does look all right. A lamented guide for the 5. Heyo, gang. Long time no see. What's on the menu? Didn't you drop like 100 to Drunkle a couple of days ago? What do you mean long time no see?
Don't be like that. Like, he did that of his own volition, and I appreciated every red cent.
It's minutes no see. What do you mean? No, he said long time no see. It's clearly not been a long time.
No, he was talking to you. He saw me.
He messages me like every day.
Does he really? Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, I say he messages me. We conversate just about every day.
I conversate with a couple of people from the chat. Like me and Bryce, we're pretty close. Yeah, Egg Fried Bryce. We're pretty close. He's a good friend of mine. We play games. Oren Doomhammer has been especially fucking awesome in the past week or so.
Indeed.
Like,
yeah. Shit. Bryce. Oh, Jaeger Pony gave me Hollow Knight. And goddamn, that's a fun game. I am thoroughly enjoying Hollow Knight.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I played it for a bit last night. And I was talking to Platty. I'm like, is there a map somewhere in this game? And they kind of helped me out to get it. And then I'm like, I'm going to call it. I think I'm good for now. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, 20 more minutes. I just got 20 more minutes.
That's the mark of a good game, that is, mate. Yeah,
it is.
20 more minutes. And before you know it, the sun's rising.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. You spook him, Steve Dave. Oh, fuck, I got a story for you. You spook him, Steve Dave. I was thinking of an autobiography title. No likes and bad ratio makes Steve Dave something something. Maybe I'll ask Timmy, who, if you remember on Monday's show, has no eyes. Don't be a dipshit and smash the like button, or Steve Dave something something. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve Dave. I appreciate that. So, Miss Sin was working today. I was getting ready for the show, and she goes, hey, can you go pick this thing up from Facebook for me? She found a thing she wanted to get.
Go to Facebook and pick this up.
Well, you have Facebook Marketplace, it's like Craigslist, but less shady.
Less? More.
Yeah, less.
All right.
But I was like, yeah, sure, I can just go grab that. So the guy and I square away time and place, and I go, all right, man, I'll be there in about 15 minutes. And he waits until I'm like 5 minutes away, and he messages me going, oh, somebody bought it.
Oh, you're joking.
And I was like, what? He goes, well, they're coming to get it. I was like, dude, I'm like 5 minutes away. He's like, yeah.
I'm coming to get it.
And I was like, yeah, I get that. You and I had a plan and had a deal to meet. And he goes, well, they paid for it ahead of time.
So what? I mean, what do? You just keep driving into his house?
I thought about it.
You know?
And I'm like, I said, I was like, hey, man, that was pretty rude. You know, you and I had a deal. And he goes,
it's
I sent it to,
ungentlemanly, isn't it?
He's like, well, I sent it to like 50 people. So it was just whoever got it first. Like, you made plans with 50 people at the exact same time.
That's
for
where
this item.
You team up with the other 49 and ruin his life.
And I'm like, what did you want us to fucking battle royale for this shit? Whatever. Fucking,
okay.
It's just an
I know
asshole
you're
move.
joking, but I just had a mental image of like a battle royale of like, 50 people, but only one gets the air fryer.
Yeah, it's just a fucking thing. And I'm just like, all right, man. So it has the option once the item is listed as sold.
Yeah.
If you've had a long enough communication to review the seller, so it shows up.
How far away was it though? Had you traveled
It was like 20 minutes.
Okay, well, I mean that isn't. I understand it's the principle, but that isn't so bad. But I do understand it's the principle.
It was like 25 minutes. But still, it's like, dude, I'm fucking halfway there. What are you doing? So I left him a 1-star review and was like, I said, this guy made a deal with me. I was on my way. And he said, okay, no, I sold it. So that's just public on information.
Unfortunately, that is the most you can do, though, isn't it? Like, as much as we would like to, continue driving through his living room window, it's not really a viable option. The best thing to do is just leave the 1-star review and let people know that this is how it is in the future.
And,
which is a shame because you're angry. It doesn't satisfy the anger.
If I'm looking to buy something, maybe it's in the thing that I'm older now that I do more. I read reviews. I look at stars. I check the shit out. And I will actively avoid products with less than 3 stars. I won't do business with stores. I won't even bother going to a store that has less than 2 stars.
I'll tell you what, you can.
3 stars, sorry.
Pay attention to his profile now, and when he puts out like putting feelers out, going like, oh, I'm looking for this, go, oh yeah, oh, I got one of these. And then wait until he's outside and go, actually, mate, it just got sold.
I'll just send him to like fucking Stark County or some shit, like an hour away.
Yes, that's brilliant. I've seen many good responses to this shit. Someone go like, "Oh, I'm selling an air fryer for $50," and then someone says, "Oh, I'll give you 10 for it," and they went, "Okay, here's the address," and then 45 minutes later they said, "Okay, I'm here. It's a comedy club," and they went, "Yeah, get up on stage and tell some more fucking jokes."
And you know what, man? That's the shit. Is like, nobody. And this sounds so shitty and cliche. There's no honor anymore, and I don't mean like honor, like yes, I will defend to the death, blah blah. I mean like we had a deal.
It's being gentleman. No, I'm with you totally. Yeah, honor, gentleman.
Gentleman's agreement.
But the thing that it used to be, Sin, a man's word was the man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's unfortunately that's a currency which is it's just been lost now.
It's like I wouldn't have even been so mad is if he's like, hey man, someone came tonight and got it. Like, oh, okay, whatever, that's fine. It's the fact that, hey, I'm on my way, doesn't say anything, and then waits till I'm almost there and goes, oh, by the way, it's gone. No, we don't know what men are anymore. I guess, but it's shitty. Like it's, and I told Shelly was pissed. Shelly was very mad about it. I told her, she's like, I'm messaging him right now.
Really? Oh dear.
And he's like, I didn't mean to jerk anybody around. They just got here first.
I think he did.
Well, then why didn't you fucking say anything?
Well, whether or not he meant to jerk anyone around, he still did. And that's, it's not to sit there and say like, look, you were being a cunt on purpose, but you were still a cunt.
Yeah, it's like I didn't mean to fucking reach back and elbow you in the head, but it still happened, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry I did. You know, I didn't. Yeah, fair enough.
Sam Harris had before he lost his mind, had a real great analogy when talking about intent. The husband and wife are cooking in the kitchen. The wife turns around with holding a knife and accidentally sticks him with it. She didn't mean to do it. Obviously, she didn't mean to do it. But he is still gut stabbed. You know? I didn't mean to do it. I'm still bleeding.
Yeah.
It's just.
That's why it's all right to punch your wife sometimes.
But it kind of ruined my whole day, honestly.
I understand
it's a thing. I can get another thing. It's not a big deal.
But
it's just like, damn.
You're thinking about it. You're angry. You're simmering for the rest of the day, aren't you? Just going, that fucking prick.
It's like, damn, dude, we had a deal. You went back on a deal that you made, and you don't feel any type of way about that?
Unfortunately, there used to be consequences for that, but no more. Not no more.
No, there's a consequence. He got a fucking 1-star Facebook seller review.
Well, it's not much of a consequence, is it? Because then he could just start a fucking new account and everything. Like, you know, fuck it all over. But, fuck it all off. But I think this is where like legality went a little bit too far. Where if someone welches on a deal when you've already agreed on it, then you can sue them for it. Whereas before that, you couldn't do it. It just used to be like an agreement of, if you don't see this through, then we're gonna break your fucking legs. And I think those were simpler times.
I would be very happy with the latter one, honestly.
It was just everyone knew where they stood. You didn't need a contract for that. No one said, and we're going to break this bone, sign here, this bone, sign here, this bone, sign here. No, it was just below, I'm going to send the boys round. If you fucking welch on it, and you know you did, then you're fucked. Okay, cool, we get it.
M4 Sherman. Yeah, I got a thing I want to get to that. M4 Sherman, hey guys, and Britt, started playing a new game demo called Last Train Home, and pretty well made. It's somewhat of a strategy management and strategy combat of Czechoslovakia legionaries fighting their way home from Russia's civil war. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. And Corrupt Hero, hey Sinatra, Drunkle, and Polly.
Hey everyone.
Oh, there he is.
Was that all right? Was that good?
It was great.
Thank you.
I've had something rattling in my head for a couple of days, and I'd like y'all's take on it. Is it a good or a bad thing to tell an amnesiac not to talk to strangers?
Oh, because everyone is, if someone's got amnesia, then everyone is a stranger to them.
Probably a good thing.
Just
tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You got amnesia, just be quiet.
Is Polly back as co-host? Yes, he got his shit in a sock, and we are good to go. He's just running late today. So I saw a post.
He said something. That's cool. Okay, cool. As long as he is coming, that's fine.
I don't know if he did. I just assumed. Oh wait, he did message me.
He did. Okay.
Oh, just a few minutes. Fine. Okay, yeah.
Fine.
I saw a post yesterday. It said, "What is the worst invention humans have ever made?" And I'm seeing shit, and I'm like, it says, you know, guns, war, hatred.
Hey,
like it's the fucking internet. The internet is the worst thing human beings have ever done.
We saw on Monday that actually ants war with each other. Humans didn't invent war. Ants do it. Fuck you, vegans.
Easily the worst thing humankind has ever done is create the internet.
I don't know. I think it's probably one of the best of it. It's the information superhighway. Here's the thing.
We have every bit of human information at the tips of our fingers at all times. But it turned people into fucking retards.
People were always retards, though, Sin. That's the difference. Why was the Guinness...
I have to see it more.
If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
I got 2, and I'll get them to them in a second, right? But why do... The Guinness Book of World Records was invented to stop people fighting in pubs. Now, this is true, right? Because it is Guinness, as in the drink Guinness. People used to fucking argue so much going, no, the longest dolphin snout was 6 inches. No, it was 8 inches. And they would come to blows over it. So the Guinness Book of World Records was invented, and it stopped pub fights because then people would go, all right, then, let's look in this book. And that is now what the internet is. It is people arguing about facts and going, well, here's a link. Except now they go, oh, I'm not reading that.
Right.
It was You Tell 'Em Poet Dave for $1. You said there was once a salesman called Larry, who ripped off this guy we'll name Barry. He sold off a thing. Barry wanted that bling. And as for the traces of Larry, there's nary. Doesn't really work, does it, Steve Dave? But I appreciate the effort, buddy. And that joke... Right, I'll give a B-. That joke guide through $5 says, I told my girlfriend that her underwear was too tight and revealing. She told me I should wear my own then. See, no, that's more like it. Thank you, Dad Joke Guide, for the $5. And thank you, Steve Dave, or sorry, Poet Dave, for the $1.
I'm so bothered.
I get it.
I am so... It's the principle of it. I can find another thing.
Yeah.
I can get another thing. But
you want to tell him that you found another thing. Like, look, it's better and it was cheaper. You prick.
And I'm like, dude, I have cash right now in my pocket then to get the thing from you. And you're turning me away. Just asshole shit.
Were you ever tempted to go like, I'll give you $5 more?
No, because if it's at that point, Sin, that's like a half a tank of gas, man. I mean, there and back, it's probably about an eighth of a tank, honestly. If it's at that point, or if I message somebody and they go, well, someone's picking up this air fryer for 50, so if you could do 55, I'll give it to you. I go, nah, I don't want to do business with people like that.
I love that we're focusing on the product being an air fryer right now. Right?
But you know what I mean?
Because we both understand with this.
Well, you can extrapolate that out to anything. A car, like you're on a lot, and the prices.
The thing is, even if you'd have said a car, I would still be imagining an air fryer.
On wheels.
Oh my God!
But if it is a car, let's say it is a car, and you're on a lot. This would never work anywhere else. It's a car, it's on a lot. Sticker price is 10 grand, whatever. And you go, well, I'll give you 8. They go, okay. And someone else comes up and goes, I'll give you 85. And the guy goes, well, I'm going to give it to him. It's like, no, you just said okay to me. You can't renege on this thing we just agreed on.
It's a verbal agreement. Yeah, of course. You made an agreement. You have made a deal. Dude, I'm totally with you. I understand. It must be infuriating, man. But the problem is you can't actually...
rude.
There's no recourse for it. There's no revenge. Because you want him to know that he was a dick.
I typed out a whole ass message and I was just like, you know what? I'm not arguing with some random fuck. I'm getting infected by whatever social contagion has turned everybody into fucking dickheads. because I catch myself in public going, you know, okay, I can't act a fool. I'm 6 foot tall, 255 pounds. If I act a fool, I'm getting fucking arrested.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's fine, it's okay.
But I mean, it's just these things that are like, I mean, they're not illegal, but socially they are illegal.
Like, I feel like this should follow him around, and next time this dude goes to a bar, someone's gonna be like, "Hey, aren't you that guy that made someone drive like 20 minutes away?"
Yeah. Oh, here comes Mr. Reneg.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, no, I completely understand, like, because I do act the fool. Well, not so much anymore, but there was a time a while ago when, like, you know, if two old ladies, I'm walking on the pavement and two old ladies are walking towards me, right? So what do? You step off the curb into the road to let them past.
Absolutely.
Right? Two old ladies, okay? And they just walk past. And do you know what happens after that? Fucking nothing. And I look back and I go, "You're welcome."
Yeah. Yeah.
I have actually shouted at old ladies for being impolite.
I've done that too, honestly.
And I will do it again. I will still do it again.
I'm walking out of the post office and this lady, she's got her little walker or whatever in front of her. So I hold the door. And she walks past, doesn't even look up at me.
Yeah.
And I just look at her and I go, "All right." And I just kept walking. I was like, what the fuck?
I like the all right, but for me, it's always sometimes I actually go, "Thank you." "Oh, you're welcome." Like, I'll play it out in front of them.
that's I do that at bars. Like, if I'm gonna be that big of a dick, I need to be a little drunk, I think, at least first.
Oh, but
I'll do that at bars.
Dick, but like, you're being a smaller dick than they are being a dick. So in that way, you still win.
We need a sin shames corner. I would put a dunce cap on this motherfucker. This motherfucker a dunce cap and call it a day. It's so fucking. You know what it is? I've been looking for the right word. It's slimy. Because like there's not a real good adjective for someone who kind of fucks you over, but not bad. It's like, it's slimy. Like, I wouldn't work with that guy again. He's fucking greasy. He's slimy. He's little.
Slimy seems informal. I want something which is a little more like socially shamed than slimy. Because people go, "Oh, you know, he's slimy," but I mean, impolite is a little more socially shamed, but that's still not strong enough, is it?
That's yeah. He's unreliable. Underhanded, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Unreliable, underhanded. Love them. That's great.
Sleazy.
We're going back to slimy with sleazy now, see?
Yeah. I think underhanded's pretty good.
I mean, I think I'm leaning more towards unreliable, but I still think we could go bigger.
A cretin? Nah, that might be a little... Nah.
You're getting a little too social here.
Cretin makes me think of somebody who, like, steals shit. A shyster. He's a shyster.
Oh my God, charlatan.
Charlotte, see, that implies religion.
Does it?
I think so.
I just don't think people say charlatan enough.
Scammer, maybe.
No, sir, no, they're
dishonorable.
Scammers, dishonorable? Yeah, okay. I think that's actually too more on the impolite side of things and not enough on the social thing.
I think shyster kind of
engineer with huckster is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, huckster.
That's pretty strong.
Huckster, shyster. Yeah, it's that formal. Like, aren't you that shyster that fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Here
something that sounds...
Jimmy Huckster. Yeah, no, yeah, that sounds good.
I want something that sounds formal from a third party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I do.
He's French, yeah.
It's difficult to put into words, isn't it? Mr. Reneg through $2. Oh, here comes Mr. Reneg for $2. Says, "Well, after that whole story, I was going to donate to Sinatra, but you know what? I'm not going to do that." Reneg. Oh, he did it again, Sid. Oh. Is at any point are you going to ask how I am?
Yes, right after I read these.
Oh.
Fustonia for 25. If I may respectfully disagree with you, were it not for the internet, I wouldn't have the distinct pleasure of listening to the best goddamn stream on the internet right now. Can we evolve Drunkle? I beat you to it, buddy. Thank you. And M4 Sherman, yeah, it's pretty fun and free right now. The full game comes out in 6 weeks, but one interesting thing about the game is it's based off actual events and stories from the Czech Legion, with parts being fiction. I will have to check that out, man. Thank you. How are you, Drunkle?
Oh, what a surprise! I'm in a great deal of pain.
Why is that?
Now, people in the chat, you of course you weren't privy to this, but on Tuesday night after Sinatra's "Have I Got a Hernia" stream,
and I don't think I do.
No one thought you did. You were the only one who thought you did.
Yes,
I said actually I went to the I did my first weightlifting session at the gym today since my head injury. And what I got from Sinatra was a couple of bicep emojis, which was quite nice as well. But it turns out, mate, I made the mistake. I made a big mistake of thinking I could just carry on from where I left off.
No, you're still pretty new to lifting. You can't pick that right back up.
Even then, mate, it was 3 months without doing it. So, of course, things reverted and
a bit.
Right. So what's happening here right now is it's not so bad today on my arms, but my biceps, I can stretch my arms out straight again now. Finally, thank you. My triceps were not allowing me to do anything of the sort, but I do. I also do my calves every time I go to the gym. I always do calves. Right?
Oh.
Well, yeah, because everyone hates doing calves, so I just let's fucking every time let's do it. So I continued with that, and with calves, I start at 100 pounds, and then go up to 150, and then 160 for as many as I can do until failure. Right. So my arms could not extend fully because of the bicep and the tricep, and my calves were so fucked that I had to walk around on tiptoes. Because if I were to put my heels on the floor, I would think my legs would split in half. What I'm saying here, Sinatra, is that I was walking around like a fucking velociraptor for 2 days.
I love it. My favorite thing, and I don't know, I haven't figured out the formula to this yet, but my favorite thing is I do a good arm day. Because I have one day just for arms. I do a good arm day, and later
one arm. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I later on that day, which would be about the now time, and I don't have it today, sadly. If I flex, if I do like the Schwarzenegger flex, my skin feels tight. That's how I know it was a good arm day.
I love that. Yes, I had that for 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
No, mate, honestly, last night, right, I can do it now, but it wasn't as bad as last night. If I would just poke myself in the calf like ever so lightly, I would wince. It was incredibly, incredibly painful. I was looking up fucking massage techniques that I could do and shit. I have drank more protein powder in the last 3 days than I have in the last 3 fucking years. So good luck with pooing, drunkle.
I think I need to come up with a new workout regimen, because I like the Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday legs, Thursday shoulders, Friday arms. So that's not going anywhere. But I've been rotating the same 3 basic plans for the past couple of years. And I think I'm losing the ability to shock the muscle.
Yeah. You got to mix it up. Yeah, that's right.
So I got to throw something new into the mix, but I don't know what that's going to be.
I think it would probably be driving around someone's house who promised you a sale but didn't.
That would be good, and then ripping it apart piece by piece.
It's an exercise.
But I think I'm going to stick maybe pyramid back into the mix. It's like I do, if let's say I'm doing chest flies. Let's say it would be like 15 reps at 30 pounds a hand, then go up to 10 reps at 50, then up from there till I'm finally doing like 2 reps at 90 pounds per hand. Just like the muscle shock. I need to find that.
We should talk more.
Yeah. Oh, what up, Polly? What's going on, man?
Hello, late.
You were late too.
I was here before. What do you want about? I was not late.
Who's sick of hearing about Israel yet? Well, I have good news for you. I don't have too much of the actual news, just making fun of some commies. That's about it. We don't have too
There's
much.
a lot of funny shit around Israel without actually having to get into like the horrific shit, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's expecting me to like talk about the we can't hear Polly. Well, he's not talking, but he's in Discord.
He's here. He's arrived. Polly hath arrived.
He is here, but he has not talketh.
Can we do it like when someone would enter the king's court? And it is Polydub from the Dub Estate.
If we can find somebody from chat to just sit in the call and the only time they're allowed to talk is when somebody comes in,
that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Or maybe his laptop has become sentient. It knows it's supposed to be someplace at a certain time.
Oh, Polly in the chat says it won't detect his mic.
My PC won't detect my mic. Hello, all sin and drunk.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
It's Steel Fang for $5 says, hell yeah, drunken uncle, rip it. No pain, no gain. Dude, it is all pain and very, very little gain. I was, I went to the pub earlier because it was a friend's birthday. And they go, Millard, come, sit down. And I was going, I can't. Oh, why not? And I went, because I'm standing up, right? My calves are stretched out and I'm comfortable stood up. But the moment I sit down, you will make fun of me as soon as I stand up and walk off again. So I spent all night stood up, Sid. Thank you, Steel Fang.
Damn it, I was about to get into something, but I don't remember what it was. Shit. Okay, we're gonna jump into the snooze, guys. Please smash that like button, share it out on your social media. Should you feel so inclined, please consider hitting up that Streamlabs listed down below. It is Friday the 13th.
It is.
If anyone wants to unlock any of the new spoopy Halloweeny donations, what better day than Friday the 13th? And it's a big ask. I love the stream title, by the way. Oh, wait till you see the titular article, buddy. Yeah, it's like he's almost here. He's almost here.
He's here in spirit. It's October. Here in spirit. Come on.
That's not bad. Oh shit! Hold on. What?
And it's Friday. We drink spirits on Friday.
Yeah, I'm having a drinky poo. What
are you drinking?
Of course, light. Just a light drinky poo.
Yeah, it's pre-game.
Yeah, literally. If you want to unlock any of the new spoopy donations, I do think they're all fantastic, or evolve any one of these co-hosts. You know exactly how to do that. And I would be remiss if I didn't put out the shill for the brand new stacker donation. Oh. Not only is it phenomenal, we have a new aura just for Halloween, and we have a new Pinky Salmon Halloween themed stacker song.
No shit. Pinky Salmon and Halloween, two of my favorite things.
Pinkoween. Hallow Pinky? Pinkoween.
Actually,
Hallow Pinky. Pinkoween.
Pinky sent me a message earlier on, and she was suggesting that it would be a new...
Stomping on and sucking their soul. Stomping on and soul.
Oh, wait, that's that bitch's father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marceline?
Marceline!
What were you saying?
I mean, okay, fair enough. I didn't know if you wanted to read out. Pinky sent me a message, and it was a very, very, very awesome version, as I'm sure you can imagine, because it's Pinky's dulcet tones of Billy Joel's Piano Man.
Ooh.
But as an intro for the AAA. But the thing is, like, I mean, Sin, obviously we can't play it right now because of the concerns that I'm going to bring up. It is actually so incredibly close to the real version that I think we would get hit for it 3 times a week if we used it, you know?
Maybe.
But what I want to say is, Pinky, you're amazing. You're actually so talented that even YouTube would think you are Billy Joel. We love you.
Friday the 15th for 888. No comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, smash that like, share it out. Slabbity Doodah's new awesome donation of all the co-hosts, etc., etc. Let's get into some snooze. Polly, whenever you get your shit together, or if you need, I can't exactly provide technical support this time. Pinky sent me new takes on the song she's working on for the intro tune. They're so goddamn good. Oh, Pinky, anything she does is goddamn delicious.
I'll tell you what, if Gamer Levine is out there, she could certainly provide technical
Yes, Valine, if you can help Polly out, it'd be dope. What the shit is this?
What the shit is this?
Hold, please. It's not showing up for some reason. Oh, it's because... Okay, yeah. I fucking updated. There we go. So this is from a Disney show. Disney Plus. Now tell me if you noticed something.
Everyone's Asian.
No, I'm going to mute it, and I'm just going to let it play till you notice it.
That's AI. Look at that bitch in the yellow behind. What the fuck?
Half of it is AI.
That's not even AI. That's CGI, man.
This is some PlayStation 3 horseshit.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Look at that.
What do you think? Why did they do that? COVID?
They don't want to pay extras.
Well, no, you got to remember, a lot of the shit that is coming out now was filmed during lockdown. That's how long it takes for things to get fucking, edited.
Hello.
Fucking.
There he is.
Here he is.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. Sorry. All right. I'm here. All it took was going into recording devices, disabling everything, then re-enabling my mic, and boom. There you go.
We should have pretended we couldn't hear him, damn it.
We always miss it, don't we? Fucking hell. But this is how this is how long it takes for movies, especially, to be produced. You'll often see with like behind the scenes things of fucking WandaVision, multiverse of madness and shit like that. That people will be wearing masks and everything on set because it was done during lockdown. So. I mean, I'm not defending it. Even if this was done during lockdown, this is still fucking bullshit.
No, I just 100% think that Disney doesn't want to pay extras, whatever, $40. I saw a video today that was very interesting. It was pretty much mapping out how Disney Plus ruined Disney, because that's all they give a shit about is the Disney Plus revenue, because it's their highest earning potential.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, business is business, though. You can't blame them. Don't you love that they've still shoehorned in diversity with CGI, though? Like, fucking hell.
I can't get over that Asian girl in the beige shirt. She's creepier than both your fucking evolutions combined. Like,
yeah, it's pretty rough.
Is she real? Can't tell you.
That's my wife, man. That's my fucking wife.
I don't know. Look how she moves. You tell me if she's real.
She might just be retarded. Like, she's kind of...
Oh,
it's
Polly.
my wife, man.
Polly.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper?
No. What is it?
Gross.
Yeah. All right. I walked into that. All right.
I like that one a lot. It's Kim Prawn. Oh, it is Drunkle's wife. That's accurate. How you doing, Polly? What's going on, man?
I'm doing okay. Shitty ride home, and then come on, let's go to the computer. Then when it gets started, of course, there's mic problems.
Yeah, I saw your message about 15 minutes after you sent it, but I was just not paying attention to Discord. Like, you were probably in there, and I'm just like, hey, Polly, he's just running late. And you're like, no, I'm right here, stupid.
I always assumed that people, because I was driving, so I wasn't typing, that speech to text works better than it actually does. When I look at stuff, it's like, how do people understand what I meant?
Same thing, dude. It's like, did another person speak into my phone?
No, I'm thinking you don't need to be as exact as people pretend that you do. Last time I'm in voice chat, Valine's there, and I said, you know that guy, he died of heroin? And Valine said, Philip Seymour Hoffman? She was right. That is who I meant.
A lot of the time...
All I had said was the guy who died of heroin.
Well, sorry, autocorrect came up with... You said Philip Seymour Hoffman, and autocorrect came up with the guy who died of heroin.
A lot of the time you can kind of be
that would be
like...
awesome, wouldn't it? You know that princess who died in a tunnel? Do you mean Princess Diana? I do, Alexa. I do. Thank you.
A lot of the time it's contextual because I'll turn to Shelby like, hey, I need the thing. And she goes, okay, and goes and gets it. But if I'm just randomly like, I need to go grab the thing, she goes, what are you fucking talking about? I think it's a lot of it's contextual. It's just...
We were talking about actors. That much is true. Like, but I mean, there's a constellation actor. So, you know, who's really good, doesn't get his credit for the chops that he's actually got. He's
you gotta say my name, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
So he died of heroin, and boom, Hoffman. Yeah.
I mean, that is 100. That is probably the best fucking description of Philip Seymour Hoffman, to be honest. Died of heroin. He was amazing, but no one really knew who he was.
Well, it's like the guy who died of autoerotic asphyxiation. Doesn't matter. He was in Kung Fu. Doesn't matter. He was in the 2 Tarantino films. He'll just always be known as that guy that was found in the closet by the maid, naked, hanging by a room.
Wasn't
I mean, it's the old
what the
thing,
fuck was his
isn't
name?
it? Like, it's the old joke of, I saved a woman from a murderer. They didn't call me, fucking Millard the Savior. I saved the village from a dragon. They didn't call me Millard the...
There it is. David Carradine. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
It's like an itch.
But you fuck one sheep. You never heard that
deport you
joke.
to New Zealand. Yeah. Good.
No, and then all of a sudden you Millard the sheep shagger. It was all right. Maybe I shouldn't have used my own name as an example there.
This made me laugh much harder than it should have. Why you should spend time walking barefoot every day, written by a rusty nail.
Yeah, this is brought to you by fucking...
These things, they just tickle me. Because you deserve more than ad revenue YouTube is giving you. Thank you, Steve. Steve Dave ad rev service. I appreciate it. I
really enjoy it when you have articles saying like, why walking through fields with bare legs is the best thing you could do this summer. But then it shows like it's written by a tick. Yeah, it's a little tick at a computer. I love that shit, man.
That is very good. So you guys know I love a listicle. So I found one that we're going to go over. 47 TikTok products that are worth the hype and on sale for Fall Prime Day.
This isn't a listicle. This is a catalog.
Yeah,
this is a listicle.
You're subjecting us to Sky Mall. What are you doing?
Are you on commission? Sky Mall.
This is. I want to know the 47 things Huffington Post thinks that we need from TikTok.
God, it's Huffington Post too. Jesus.
A Roomba.
Polly,
Roomba?
we're on the same page here, man, aren't we? Like, is Sinatra okay? Like,
a Roomba
bizarre media
not...
trivia. Did you know Andrew Breitbart co-founded Huffington Post?
Did you know Gavin McInnes co-founded Vice?
I didn't. Touche. Really?
Yeah, I didn't know Breitbart co-founded HuffPo either.
I really wish I had a cool fact right now.
Be careful. Yeah. If Andrew Breitbart taught anyone a media lesson, is don't name something after yourself, because you might sell it and then it'll be bought by a bunch of pinkos and then your name will ever be associated with blue-haired weirdos.
Yeah, would you ever have imagined Gavin McInnes had a hand in making Vice?
Did you know the Last Samurai Warrior was around at the same time as the invention of the fax machine?
I did actually know that, because I was fascinated that the fax machine predated the phone.
But there was also it went in with a president as well, didn't it? There was a president that was around, so it could have been a samurai could have faxed something to one of the presidents. Like,
right? Yeah.
What president was it, Polly? Come on, you know history. You know America.
I got one for you. Did you know Rosa Parks? Wow, really?
That's my guess.
I never met her.
Did you know Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman were alive at the same time?
Really?
Not massive names here, man, but I will say Harriet Tubman sounds fat.
She was, and that was cool.
Good.
That's one of those people that, oh, we're going to talk about somebody actually significant during Black History Month? Cool.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to like Ibram X. Kendi or Ta-Nehisi Coates, like non-producers, people who just write angry bullshit.
Yes, that's one of the people who actually did stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like Harriet Tubman, baby got back, whereas Rosa Parks, baby in the back. Steve Dave, AdRev served through $1.50, says, because you deserve 2 quarters more for not subjecting us to Huffington Post catalogue for stupid people. Omg! This is why he's so good at wild beef. Sin reads this. Thank you very much, Steve Dave. Nothing for...
I don't...
You know, never mind.
I don't have the bingo board up, but that would have definitely ticked off a couple of squares.
Well, no, that wouldn't have been awkward. I filled the awkward silence. I knew it was going to be bad, and I just continued talking.
Stuff from TikTok that people need, and number 1 is a Roomba. A Roomba is not from TikTok.
And I don't need a Roomba.
That's what I was waiting for. Is like, TikTok products. I'm like, peripherals for your phone, like the way Omegon bought all the Euro Truck Simulator peripherals for that game.
Oh my God, Omegon's Euro Truck Simulator streams are so good.
They are. They could be prescribed as a sedative.
You love them, man. Have I ever seen you on there, Polly? Because I always say hello to him.
Well, there's no typing. It's a lurking stream because I fall asleep. I nap every time. He just yeah. Like I said, could be prescribed as a sedative. His voice, he's just driving. He's talking about whatever. Anyway, a Roomba's not a TikTok product. Neither is
AirPods.
Yeah.
Or a Kindle. None of this is TikTok shit.
I mean, that's Amazon.
That's not jacket?
Just coats. Just
a holy grail of pillows? What the fuck is this? Revlon hair dryer?
Now we have hair.
Crest whitening strips? This isn't fucking TikTok shit.
Are these things that people have advertised on TikTok? What the fuck?
Maybe this is things that people use for TikTok, right? Shit for their skin, shit for their teeth, shit for their hair, so they can look all, TikTok.
Okay, explain the Roomba then.
So everything's nice and clean.
This might be a TikTok product, a heated eye massager.
You're floor gang, aren't you? That's what's going on.
Just get your fucking...
Are you fucking walking along the ceiling, dickhead?
Ceiling's cringe, floor gang all the way.
Ceiling's cringe.
Odor eliminator spray. That's definitely for TikTokers.
Yeah.
Wall to wall.
That's for them card flopping Magic players.
Oh, actually, I quite like that.
This is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah. I like the penguin.
I would use that.
What? Hold on. Let me move this to
how much is it, Sin? What's the price?
It'd be $79 for. It's a Bluetooth speaker.
You've lost me.
If it's a good speaker, it's probably worth $79. I need to get a Bluetooth speaker.
It's a retro pixel art game that's also a Bluetooth speaker.
That's still pretty cool.
So it's a macro Tamagotchi.
Now, let me.
Oh my God!
Let me see if I can pull this up without doxing myself.
I would still use a Tamagotchi now. Like if someone here right now would buy me
awesome
a Tamagotchi,
gift ideas
I
that
would
just
keep that thing alive.
All right, let's take a look at this thing.
Tamagotchis. I love them.
This gadget is the world's coolest Bluetooth speaker with a retro design, mechanical keys with RGB backlit display, and play games, check the weather, set an alarm, or just show the time. It can last up to 8 hours on a single charge, and the best part is, you can jam to your favorite tunes in the funnest way. It's currently about $78, but you can get $9 off by using my code. This mini label maker...
What's the code, man? What's the code?
That's kind of cool. I'm going to invest.
Sold it. Thank you, Huffington Post.
I'm going to look into that.
Send me a link to that. The old joke used to be, don't invent something, just put a clock in something. That's the wave of the future. Don't invent anything new. Just invent something that's got blue cherry keys. The louder the click, the better. Gamers will be all over it.
Leggings, another AirPod, shorts. This is a TikTok product.
Yeah, TikTok invented Guess Who.
Guess Who is a TikTok game.
Right.
A massage gun. I have one of those. They're pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Laser hair removal, invented on TikTok.
Everybody
what is Sinatra's
knows
code? I don't know, but I have one. I know
everybody
I have an
knows
Amazon
that
code.
that's a clit tickler. We can't have fleshlights on here.
No, not this one. This is not. The clit tickler is the wand.
Massager.
The clit tickler is a little wand. You don't want this thing on your clit. This thing is fucking strong.
So for a big clip.
Yeah, the clit tickler is the wand. I got a couple of those.
I mean, the thing is, it's shaped like a gun. Like you don't want any
just because
kind
Hitachi cornered the market doesn't mean it's the only clit tickler.
Well, you can't use one of these on your clit. Like the lowest setting is still makes my voice go. Brrr.
You can't have a vibrator like for masturbation shaped like a gun. I don't think it's allowed.
These things are actually pretty good. These are pretty good. I have one of these. I like it.
Because you have to turn it in on yourself. Like
You know what? I keep going, but you sound disturbingly authoritative on what can and
because
cannot
I
be
have
used in this
both.
way. So I'm going to
I have both things.
I'm going to concede the point. You've convinced me.
It's so good to have Polly back, isn't it?
Laser hair removal. That's TikTok. Biker shorts, definitely TikTok.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, how it's supposed to show up your ass at the gym, right?
I know exactly what shorts you're talking about, and girls wear that at my gym all the time, and it's great.
I hate it.
Yeah, well, those ones are bicycle. What the
water
fuck are they
pick?
called? What is that box that went by that they were pulling the thing out of it?
What,
three up.
Was that like a charger?
Yeah, that thing right there. What is that?
Portable charger?
Was it got
What
like
the fuck?
a little...
It's adorable? What do you mean it's adorable?
Oh, an adorable wireless portable charger.
It's not even a Hello Kitty on it. What?
It's not even pink, is it? It's flesh colored.
Yeah, it's peach. Exactly.
There's nothing adorable about flesh.
Poltergeist just said, resident owner of a clit, don't use that on a clit. Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. A water pick, not TikTok. Lipstick, not TikTok.
A ton of
Dishwashing.
shades of
Dawn
cold.
dishwashing spray, not TikTok.
An actual... Jesus Christ. Where are they...
Portable car vacuum. Okay,
I've got
this
a
is
shop
TikTok.
vac.
The at-home
fuck?
slushy maker.
This is right. So you freeze the cup and then you put your smoothie in and let the cup freeze it and then you give it a shake. Like is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
I didn't think it was going to work,
the
but
best times.
they actually work. They do.
Live in the best times.
Poly Shop Vac, 100% better. I bought one of these on Amazon for like $20 a year ago. It fucking sucks.
One of those classic red ones with four wheels on it.
Actually,
mine does both. It's got the intake and exhaust on both sides.
Oh yeah.
You ever see these guys with their leaf blowers? And
just turn it around. It's a leaf blower.
Yeah, exactly. It's germane right now.
It's one of the wet dry vac. You have one of those?
Mm-hmm.
That's the shit. The sphere ice. That's pretty cool. I like this.
I absconded from campus with it.
You love making ice, though, Sid. That's the thing. Like this,
of course.
You know.
In the middle of the conversation we're having, Valine says Mike Tyson works great. I don't know if she's talking about a clit tickler or a vacuum. Could be either one.
I see you said Mike Dyson, but I heard Mike Tyson.
I heard Mike Tyson too.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. I decided not to question.
I don't think he's ever had to work a day again.
Floating knives. That's pretty cool.
See, yeah, no.
I have that same knife set actually, just not with the clear basin.
I love kitchen shit, but the thing is, like, as soon as one of them breaks, like,
there's no good crap here. Like, I mean, crap. Like stuff that serves no function at all. Like the little planets and moons that float in the magnetic field, for your desktop. Yeah. That's what I want to see.
That doesn't have a use.
Well, that would probably be the best of all useless things because it looks cool.
Mike Tyson, I heard that too. I might have said Mike Tyson, but I said Mike Tyson. Gen Z for $1. The only thing TikTok about this is the search engine optimization for this catalog.
There you go. I think the word TikTok was there, and they probably have a bunch of bots fucking talking about this stuff on there. It's all SEO.
Polly left out that we were talking about Michael Gambon dying. He did a specific time frame that rules out River Phoenix and John Belushi. I am not autocorrect. I am correct context. Fair enough, Valine. Thank you. Let's see how we looking. We are almost 10% to go. Not bad. A fruit soft serve maker. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd pay $40 for it though.
Fuck no.
Antidepressant one? Oh, perspirant.
Antiperspirant.
You just read antidepressant.
I did.
Aging Dr. Freud.
I'm like, I understand patches for nicotine and opioids.
Facial spray for $5.
Did
I'll
you
give
imagine
facial
it?
spray
Like
for
fucking
$5.
Anti-depression patches would sell off the fucking market, Polly.
Shower steamers, a bagel guillotine? But you don't own fucking knives?
What's how the French do it?
It must be. A cherry toilet brush. Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Too much. Okay.
Yeah. How much is it? The cherry toilet brush, I'm curious.
$15.
I like that.
That's not bad for 15.
The thing is, like, a toilet brush doesn't stay clean.
Yeah, but I also like the toilet brushes that are covered, so you can't like look over and go, "Oh."
That's true.
100%.
It's got the lid on it. That's
yeah.
The problem is, the thing is, when you've got like a little bowl that it sits in, that no matter how much you clean the toilet brush, there will always be a little puddle of water that collects within the cherry right here. Now, you can trust me on this, and it doesn't matter how clean the brush is, that water is always going to be scummy as fuck. So while it looks cute, it won't be cute for long.
A rechargeable mini USB that deodorizes your fridge. That sounds like bullshit.
A mini
Why don't
USB
you just clean your fucking fridge?
Yeah, just clean your shit.
Just clean your fucking fridge.
A short sleeve t-shirt.
Wow.
Why would a deodorizer need electricity at all?
I don't know, man. I thought Arm & Hammer was fucking pretty much cordless.
What's what I'm saying? Like it's a stationary object that does this thing passively. Yeah, you rip the sides off of the box. The clever bastards put the little filter paper in there. Yeah, I don't. Where's the electricity come into it?
One of those things that scares off rats. Like it just goes like,
oh, maybe
scares off all the bad smells.
And all seasons milk frother.
Cool.
No,
a veggie chopper.
Wait, again, a knife.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks, I don't know. Acne patches, and
why would I want acne?
Globbles. Here's
what are
your
they, stress balls?
Shit. Yeah.
No, that looks like Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad.
Oh God.
You could make a game out of this. Pick the fake product. We'll never win.
I believe you have already made a game out of this, Polly. It was the Wish.com game, wasn't it?
Yeah, but those are actual items with actual prices.
Anyway, that fucking segment sucked. I thought that was going to be better. God damn.
You could buy Saddam Hussein. Who knew?
Yeah.
That's true. Can a solar eclipse poison your food?
What?
Debunking 5 popular myths.
This is
whoever thought that.
Post. I thought we were still on the Huffington.
Can a like ratio make a happy host? Well, clearly I'm not happy because it's shit. So guys, smash that like, share it out. Should you?
Are you still liking the hills, then?
Yes.
It's not the Haley.
The YouTube channel.
It's not the Haley Dion.
So what do you like more? The pinko black girl or the little manlet who claims to be a libertarian but never says anything other than, yes, you're right?
Why you gotta call me out like that, man? Fucking hell.
We have 175 watching and 90 likes. Dog shit. Smash blah 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 blah. Smash a like, share it out. Streamlabs listed down below. Evolve a co-host, etc., etc. Friday the 13th. Let's get spoopy. Let's see.
Actually, in all seriousness, the woman is an actual. Yeah, she's kind of a fucking pinko, but she's in the realms of sanity. If they paired her with somebody who was a little bit more assertive from a different position, maybe she wouldn't go off on her "unionize now" speeches every.
Yeah, that's fair. But that's the thing though, is hold that thought. We'll get into that later.
All right.
Sun rays are more dangerous during an eclipse for some reason.
Sun rays, sunset.
They're not more dangerous. Well, I'm not Valine. I'll leave her to actually. Didn't mean to step on your toes, Valine.
You people suffer radiation blindness. No, just don't look into the sun.
It's because they think it's safe to look at the fucking sun because it's dark, and it's like, no, the same rays are there. It's just if you were to do it normally, you wouldn't be able to stare at very long because it'd sear your fucking retinas, so you'd look away. But now people just go...
Pregnancy complications. Are we in the fucking Middle East? It's moon in front of sun. Good time for war. Good time.
That only counts when Mercury's in retrograde.
Interesting thing about actually Deadpool and Wolverine coming up is that Wolverine's outfit has sleeves, which of course Polly, I mean you're a big comic book cunt. You know that Wolverine doesn't wear sleeves, but it is actually because Hugh
doesn't need sleeves. He's that hairy. He has his own sleeves.
He's got his own. He's got biological sleeves, right?
Yeah.
But it's because Hugh Jackman, because he is he Australian or New Zealand? He's one of them. But people are at higher risk of skin cancer from their exposure to the sun over there, which is why I asked to wear sleeves during filming.
Are they filming there?
No, it's just because he is foreign. He is at higher risk because of it, because he
takes his risk with him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, he's like walking skinheads.
Do you take your English depression and ennui with you when you leave?
3 times a week, buddy.
Huh.
The eclipse will poison food. Okay.
You remember when
eclipses will poison?
Remember when news entertainers were saying that Trump staring at the eclipse for too long was a sign that he actually was insane?
Yes.
Remember that?
But I love Tucker Carlson was amazing on that. He goes, God, Emperor Trump took on the very sun and won.
The memes were glorious. Remember? It was here's the real eclipse and Trump coming in front of Obama. It was,
yeah. The memes never disappoint when it comes to shit like that. Especially, Trump was a meme machine in the good way. Biden is in a bad way.
That was a good movie.
I watched Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah, you were
today. Just some kind of background noise. Dude, Keitel is so fucking good in that.
Mr. White, no shit. It's him and Steve Buscemi. That's all I need. Everyone else in there's like, it's just as much as I love.
Fine.
What's his name?
Tim Roth show for me.
Tim
mate.
Roth. Yeah.
Tim
as
Roth
much
show
as
for me. I love him.
As much as I love Tim Roth, it could scare me. Commander Shellshock, thank you for the $11 and the Otter Marines. All right, boys. The Fire Peacock Nation is going to be powerless during the eclipse. Dive, dive, dive!
I get it. Everything changed when the Fire Peacock Nation attacked. I get it.
Maston actually giving a shit is nice to see. That's true. I think the only 2 things I've ever seen him in where he cared was Reservoir Dogs and Hateful Eight.
Who are you talking
Tim
about?
Roth.
Michael Masden.
But Tim Roth also in the Hateful Eight.
Yes.
In the stable?
Michael Madsen is just... He's that guy who should be arrested for loitering in front of a camera. He's not acting.
Yeah, in 90% of his roles, yeah.
If people get on Will Smith's case, at least he's doing it with a little bit of, haha, charisma, I'm here, laugh. Michael Madsen just sits there and deadpan reads his lines.
Yeah.
I mean, apologies if you like him. I just don't know why. He's not even playing a straight man. He's just playing a sedated man.
I like him in Reservoir Dogs and Hateful Eight, and that's about it, honestly. The other one, because I never put 2 and 2 together the first few times I watched it, but Vic Vega and Vincent Vega, apparently in the Tarantino verse, they're brothers.
Yeah.
I never put those together.
He was going to do a movie, and then they got too old, and, Tarantino, Space Cadet, making movies everywhere. I never got around to it.
Just got
I still haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is that worth the watch?
It's okay. I mean, it's hailed as a fucking brilliant film, but it's one of those where, like, you watch it and go, well, all right. Like, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
Oh, Damn.
There's no like, yeah, I mean, you look at movies. Movies are storytelling, no matter how you look at it, right? And storytelling is an art, and it's something that humans have been doing since humans have been alive. And some people are really, really, really good at it, and some people are not. Yet we listen to them anyway. And unfortunately, Tarantino is one of those. Sometimes.
You know that play that everybody has to do in theater school, Waiting for Godot?
Oh, Godot. Yeah. Oh, God, fucking hell. Yeah.
Godot.
You say Godot? Like Gal Gadot?
Well, actually, so an Israeli friend of mine or acquaintance at campus corrected me on this. He goes, "It's Godot." And I said, "Is it?" Because he's fucked with me before and had me believe things.
Godot.
Yeah, he's like, it is Godot. It's not French. It's not Godot. And I'm like, seriously?
I don't fucking buy that shit. She's Israeli.
Yeah, exactly. She's not French. That's why the T's not,
So waiting for Godot or fucking Gal.
Well, the whole play of waiting for Godot is just people sitting around waiting and talking.
It's awful, dude. That's
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, just with a massive budget.
Exactly the same. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Fuck it, and any fucking director who's ever thought, I know, we're going to do Macbeth, but in Gangland, Chicago. Oh, yeah, fucking original idea, mate. Twat.
I made sure not to mention Shakespeare, and you still brought him up.
But I'm angry.
Yeah, you got to not do that around him. He'll go off on tangents.
Of course we have Shakespeare here.
The one thing I'm very curious about is why people are letting Fustonia live out Stream Boss again. You should not be doing that. Because apparently ads only come up when Drunkle talks. I mean, that's probably better in the long run.
Yeah,
support independent creators and smash the damn like button, you dipshits. I agree with all of that.
But Wormatic.
All of the Streamlabs links are listed down below.
Sorry, buddy. But Wormatic says, Drunkle, don't say the Scottish player's name. Interesting. When it comes to superstition, you don't say Macbeth when in a theatre. Saying it around any other place is absolutely fine.
Gangs of New York is one of my favorite films, so it's a good one.
It's good.
Really?
It's wildly inaccurate, man. Wildly inaccurate. It's like Legend with Tom Hardy as the craze was good, but just terrible when it comes to accuracy.
Daniel Day-Lewis is phenomenal.
I enjoyed it, but I never felt the need to watch it a second time.
I'm prejudiced against him.
I know you are. You call him like acting movie man or some shit.
Acting actor man, yeah.
I'd love for Polly to refer to me as acting actor man.
I mean,
it still sounds really nice.
This actually happened. Somebody said, like, I heard people saying hamming it up, and they say this guy was chewing the scenery.
Hamming beansing it up.
Oh, chewing the scenery.
Chewing the scenery. It was a Travolta movie. They kept saying that Travolta was chewing the scenery and hamming it up. What does that mean? I said, have you ever seen anything with Daniel Day-Lewis? I said, yeah, that. Acting like you really want the people in the top far back balcony to be able to see every little facial expression you make.
Chewing the scenery is beautiful. You might not have hamming it up, I get, but also gilding the lily is one that my directors used to say. Come on, man, don't gild the lily here. You know, chewing the scenery, that's amazing.
Drunkle, I've got you hip to some Doja Cat, haven't I?
Yes, you have actually, sir, and I did see this, and I mean, I was more disappointed that she has short hair, which is dyed blonde, and is wearing a tiara more than a t-shirt.
Well, this is just par for the course for her. But Doja Cat, the single most popular musical artist in the R&B rap sphere.
Is it R&B? I've had trouble placing it.
Yeah, I guess R&B club music, maybe.
Yeah.
Uploads a photo of herself wearing a Sam Hyde t-shirt. Like, I love it. I absolutely, it's great. And I'm like, I saw this. I'm more in love with her now than I ever have been. It's fantastic.
No such thing as bad publicity, you know. If people can fucking defend Just Stop Oil, go, well, you're talking about it, then people are talking about Doja Cat right now. You know, like, you can have it both ways.
Give me like 2 drinks, and I'm on the Touch Tunes machine like Doja Cat.
I have been enjoying. I'm not saying that I enjoy all of her stuff, but the stuff that I do enjoy, I really, really do.
Yeah, she's good. She's pretty good. But speaking of Doja, fake Balenciaga fake Balenciaga is all the rage with Madonna and Doja Cat. So they're just making their own fake Balenciaga merch and wearing it around.
Oh, Balenciaga's a brand.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, really expensive.
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
Estonia!
This stream reminds me that when I need to say it, I have to remember to say twat the way Drunkle says twat. That is the best way to say twat. Twat, 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 twat. Love it.
Love you. Thank you for Estonia for the 25. You legend. Twat.
She put some demonic shit in a music video. Hold on. This is... Oh boy, this is my favorite thing.
So this is the brand is of
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
It's Italian.
Balenciaga. Was it really? So people are just printing shirts with holes in it that say Balenciaga.com.
Because Balenciaga sold shirts that were torn like that. It was authentic distressed.
God, I believe that. That's the problem here.
So I've noticed a lot of people, especially on the religious right,
be back.
There's demonic imagery in Doja Cat's videos. Demonic imagery. The song is fucking called Demons.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't demonic imagery. This is just straight up demons. What the fuck are you talking about? This is just straight demons.
That CGI is better than that Disney movie.
It is much better than the Disney movie. Like, the song is called Demons, and the music video is a ghost hunter hunting demons. And people are fucking blown away that there's demonic imagery in it.
What's the song about? Have you actually listened to it? Is it about her demons, or is it some spooky shit? Or
I haven't heard it yet, but I just know people are very mad about it, so it makes me want to look at it more.
I don't know. You got Doja Cat with some CGI demons or whatever, and it's Halloween month and whatnot. Okay. You got that little Nas X guy who's dressed up as the devil and doing a gay lap dance for Satan. Worry about that.
There's a bit of a difference.
Yeah. You see, you know what I mean? It's like, one is just using some imagery. The other one is, well, whatever the fuck that guy's trying to do. Maybe he's just super desperate for attention. I don't know.
I think he got a lot of attention from the one fucking song he did.
Old Town Road?
Yeah, Old Town Road.
There's only so many times you can come out as gay, Sin. The number's actually 1, and then after that...
it's just once. You can only get doxxed once. You can't get doxxed 55 times. Once it's done, it's done. You can't go...
Depends how many lives you've been living.
That's fair, actually. I didn't think about that one.
Think about it. Bruce Wayne could be doxxed twice.
Can Batman be doxxed? I mean, Batman doxxed would be Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm. So, yes.
So, Bruce Wayne, what is Bruce Wayne's dox?
He's Batman.
I guess.
No, it's illogical. You can't. They're necessarily entailed outcomes.
Gangs of New York was boss. Dude put an actual sheet of glass in his eye every day just to do the knife eyeball bit. Sorry, Polly, it's good. I like a thing doesn't mean you have to like a thing. And I know Polly has specific dislike for Daniel Day-Lewis.
Who put a sheet of glass in their eye for what?
Because Bill the Butcher, the actual guy, he actually had... Thanks. Dark Will, Curiosity Ahoy, that must be an unlock. Thank you very much. And Fucknut, are you watching this weird trend where people are claiming to be black like Vikings or Shakespeare? To be black like the Vikings or Shakespeare? And I'm not sure I understand the wording.
Maybe that just got misworded. Yeah, maybe it just got misworded. People claiming that the Vikings and Shakespeare.
Oh, that's black. Not a new trend.
No, it's sadly not. I wish it were, but remember the joke? Because we was kangs, we was everything.
I saw one today that said we was the original Jews or something.
That one is as old as we were Egyptians. like the original
Oh,
We Was
yeah.
gangs. It's like, yeah, the Hebrew Israelites. You never walk down a street corner and have that group of weirdos dressed like some Dragon Ball villains screaming and yelling at you.
I have not, no.
Think of
But that
angry black Mormons dressed like Dragon Ball Z villains. That's the Hebrew
like
Israelites.
Frieza. I just imagine Frieza in the Saiyan armor. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, and gauntlets with forearm protectors and whatnot with big fake studs on it. They look like a child's Halloween costume. Just look up Hebrew Israelites and go to the image search. Not you, Sin, or if you want to, you can. But yeah,
I
look at
probably
these fucking
will.
clowns. In any big city, especially Chicago, Detroit, anywhere in the north, oh my God, they're on every corner with their microphones yelling at people. They think, so West Africans, which they claim descent of, Native Americans and Hispanics are all the original
The
tribe
Native
of Judah.
Americans is my favorite. Like, we can just prove that was nowhere near Africa, but they're like, nope, we was natives.
But to have these three distinct ethnic groups, Indians, black folks that are West African, and then Native Americans or Hispanics are all the original Jews? Really?
One of my favorites was when Trump was a president, and there was a hurricane coming in. Was it Katrina? No, it couldn't have been. I think that was before that, wasn't it? But they said that the hurricane itself was racist for targeting black neighborhoods. And that was hurricanes.
All right.
Unapologetic stupid man, thank you for the $1. Wait, Bruce Wayne's Batman? Next thing you're going to tell me Martian Manhunter's an alien. Get out of here.
What? No, you're wrong. No, Batman is Bruce Wayne. It's the other way around.
That is canonically more accurate.
Yeah.
I remember I had a half-hour debate with Pop-Tart. You know Lucky Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Who's the real personality? Is it Bruce Wayne or is it Batman?
It's Batman.
You think so?
Well, I mean that is canonically that is true because Wonder Woman. Dude, that ending is so spot on, mate.
That's my favorite one of all your Witcher donations. The singer, he commits to the bit so much. There's no shame. Yeah, he's just going fucking nuts. I love it.
But I gotta give it to Sin for the timing on there as well, mate. That is really well constructed, man. Well done.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. And thank you, Polly. Polly complimenting a donation.
Yeah, the master of donation notifications coming in and saying, well done. Jesus Christ. It's
I'm
like
beaming a little bit on that one.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, how many versions of this fucking song are there? And then
that's
like,
the same one.
How long is it? Is it like 8 minutes long? Is it like somebody?
It's about 4
Bohemian
minutes.
Rhapsody epic?
It's about 4
Human
minutes.
Rhapsody.
That's the same song as the regular Witcher.
And it took me like 2 months to stop hearing the Valley of Pantene.
Don't be racist. I am a Witcher.
That's all I'm going to hear now, Polly. Thank you.
Well, he does have well-conditioned locks. Think about it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Damn it.
Monica coming in for the big 110 to say, want to unlock, see what it do. Thank you, Monica. Fucking took a hell of a lot of HP off of Dark Will. God damn.
Might be a turnip.
You can be a turnip.
Yes.
Drunko loves being turnips.
Well, actually, it's the sombrero that I really want. But we'll work our way up to that. We can't have, we can't have it in one go. Too much of a good thing.
Okay, Drunkle gets to be a turnip, and Polly gets to be evolved into the... Oh, wrong button. Damn it. Where's the Polly thing? God bless it. Everything's... there we go.
So there was a comic book cell of when Wonder Woman has got her rope of truth fuckery tied around both Superman and Batman. And they are saying, and Superman says, I am Kal-El, son of Jor-El from the planet
Hold on,
Krypton.
real quick. Can we get a huge thank you in the chat to Monica? Just a huge
Monica!
thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Excellent work. Excellent work, Monica. We love you. So Superman was saying that, right? I am Kal-El, son of Jor-El of the planet Krypton. And Batman said, I am Batman. So that's the thing. Like, truth is to the person, right? I know I make fun of people going, "Oh, this is my truth and everything," but this actually is his truth. That Bruce Wayne is his secret identity, and he is Batman first, as told by the lasso of truth.
Drunkle said turnip, and I completely fucking forgot that Drunkle has his Halloween evolutions.
Oh, am I a sexy turnip?
Well, we went backwards, so you guys got turnip, and now you have the dancing skeleton. So we still have.
Yeah.
We still have one more evolution for Drunkle because I'm retarded.
That's fine.
It completely slipped my mind.
I'm rocking out a samba right now, mate. Let me go.
Polly has one more, Drunkle has one more, and I have two more, and we have a bunch of shit down below for your viewing pleasure.
Prize weekly.
You will simply not believe how much the average Amtrak employee earns every year. $121,000 fucking dollars.
I don't know what Amtrak is.
Train.
How?
What? So these people are the train? They drive
They
the
have
train?
janitors. I've seen them.
You've seen the janitors, Sin?
Yeah, they got like a mop and a bucket.
Oh, damn. I sound just like Polly.
No,
Thanks, Drunkle.
I got that.
$121 fucking $1,000. Polly, explain to him what fucking Amtrak is. I'm going to take a piss.
We just said trains.
Yeah. You know them things coming in and out of Waterloo Station? Them.
Yeah, it was the French. I get that, but like, isn't it like, it's not the, is it?
It's a specific, it's a...
Amtrak employees, right? But it's not like, you know.
Are there private companies there for trains? Because that's what a commuter and cargo company that runs trains.
No, I appreciate but what I'm saying is, it's just Amtrak employees make this, but this is the top tier of who gets paid what. So you're probably looking at what, like fucking maybe a managerial position or something like that. But you can't tell me that, because we're wage gapping it again. You can't tell me that a train driver makes the same as the woman who sells snacks. Or rather, the woman who sells snacks makes the same as the train driver. I should have put it that way.
Maybe they're hardcore Marxists over there and no one knew it. They're bringing in all this money and they spread the wealth equally. So the fucking janitor, the snack lady, they make as much as the guy doing the hard decisions.
Maybe the snacks are commission-based. We don't know, right?
Amtrak has a great union. I never knew that.
But still, that's going to be for like the train operator. Do we call them drivers, or would you say operators?
Conductor?
Engineer.
No. Conductor's something else. No, hang on. Controller is something else. Conductor, they do music. Drunken Pete threw $1. Says they call me Drunken Pete. I'm the king of the drunken beat. You run beat with beat, you dickhead. When I head down to the pub, I get to yell me, get me a brew. Do better next time, Drunken Pete. Thank you for the $1.
I'm insisting on engineer because I like the striped old-timey hats they wore.
Engineer, that makes sense. I like that.
There you go, engineer, yeah. A train engineer is going to get more than the snack lady. Do you guys have snack ladies, by the way, in trains?
I don't ride the train much. And the one I do ride, they don't have a snack lady. They have security guards.
You know who's getting paid too much on the train? The guy who comes up to announce the next stop. That guy's getting paid too much.
Polly, that was perfect. See, I was going to say TikTok influencers.
How do you rate women so well?
They get paid too much.
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Gamerline, thank you for the 350. It's those control room operators that skew the average that high. It's similar to radar room in the air traffic control that starts at 120K. So like the little Asian lady that's just like cleaning up the bald paper around the air traffic controlling towers and getting the same money as them.
Who can do the best train announcement voice?
Just
Polly, go again, and then Sinatra, and then I will.
What station are we gonna pull up?
No, that's a pilot, dickhead. But you did.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Fuck yeah, the bastards get paid too much.
You're not meant to understand what they say. It's when you're on the platform, and they, you know.
Well, I talked to one of those guys once because he was getting off the train. It was the end of the line. Yeah. And I said, are you required to announce the next stops? He goes, no. He was just honest. He just came out.
He went.
He goes, the signs are everywhere. There's even the electronic ones. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like flat screens that show like little blinking light. You are here along the red line, the yellow line, the orange line, whatever the fuck. He says, we don't need to do it. I'm like, so then why do you? Because there's nothing to do in there. He goes, there's just
really.
Yeah, he goes, there's the emergency stop button, and then there's the lever up and down to go faster and slower, and that's it. Because that's why.
Okay, train simulator. Yeah, I just like the idea of being the guy on the platform. Like, stay away from the edge, away from the edge. I think that is a brilliant job, but the thing is, you've got to have half a mouth to do it.
No, they just cup the mic like any fucking idiot.
Pulling up to the Grand Rapids station and
back up off that thing, man.
Not allowed.
What do you mean?
You're not allowed to. I think there is actually a thing in
Union
the job
rules?
interview. They give you a microphone and they go, right, get us enter the microphone.
Stick the microphone in between your teeth, then start talking.
Like
right? And they go, brilliant, you've got the job. You've got it.
They do that for fun? God, I thought my job was boring. Yeah, they're just looking to not fall the fuck asleep because that's the big no-no on their job. Because they're the fail-safe with the big old emergency stop button.
There was a thing in London. I think it might have been one of the train stations. It might have been the Underground, but it was a guy. It was one of his very last acting jobs, voice acting jobs, where he said like, "And now coming into Waterloo Station is the fucking please mind the gap." And then he died a couple of months later. And they were going to get rid of. They were going to like recast, get a new voice done. But his wife, his elderly wife, just went, "Well, don't, because that is the last I will ever hear of his actual voice," which is a little bit heartbreaking, really.
Oof.
Wow.
I think they gave her a recording and then recast it.
Huh.
That was dour, man. What the hell?
Well, I mean, no, but also, but he kind of lived on. He was immortalized for, well, at least a little bit, which is actually not immortal, is it?
It's so disturbing. She ran for Congress. We're fucked. C. Thomas, thank you for the $5. I had an encounter with Black Hebrew Israelites. They were downtown by City Hall and ended up throat punching one of them because he wouldn't stop screaming in my face and using anti-white slurs. Yeah, it's what they do. They really love to get up on women too.
Oh yeah, they try to get on anyone who they think they can't defend themselves.
Right.
The throat punch is underrated as well. A lot of people go for the face, mouth, nose, cheek. But the throat punch, you only need one.
Yeah. There's a reason there's like 5 or 6 of them there, right?
The situation, the whole altercation is over with a single throat punch. It's underrated. Not a lot of people do it.
Believe me, have a couple encounters with some Hebrew Israelites and you'll be like, man, I miss them. 16-year-old elder James from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yeah, tell me about your golden plate book and ancient Israelites in North America. I want to hear all about polygamy. Come on. Anything's better than a bunch of dudes, like I said, dressed up like Dragon Ball Z villains, yelling, when the apocalypse comes, y'all gonna get brutally raped. They love yelling about all the bullshit that's gonna go down after the fucking end of the world comes and
fucking hubbub.
Well, yeah, but how are they not recognized as a hate group? Like
because
FBI and all their other bullshit, like
anime fans.
And this is going to be the theme throughout the next few articles. In a couple, that's going to be the theme throughout it, is that it is always morally okay if you are the right person. I was watching a highlight of a Destiny stream today, and he goes, leftists will do literally every bit of mental gymnastics they can possibly do to cover up for a person of color having a bad opinion. He goes, Palestinians want to...
Okay.
Ooh, let's do that again. No!
Curiosity round 2. Thank you, Dark Will. Hope the curiosity was satisfactory. He said, people will do anything to defend people of color. Palestinians can set babies on fire and murder them in front of their parents. It's perfectly fine. They're Palestinian. Black people are anti-vaxxers. Tuskegee. It's okay.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Did you see Snopes on that?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. I really, really, really want to say it was fake, but it just rang so much of Snopes that I don't really know. It said, what was it? 40 babies were murdered or some shit like that. Some by beheading. And it said false. They did not die of beheading. Babies were beheaded.
This is a liberty.
I'll leave it there.
Liberty. They mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons. Mugs. They've mugged us right off. You gonna have that, Jim?
Akira!
I love your style. Throat punch is the way to go. You don't need endurance or strength to win fights. You just gotta be accurate once. I don't how big you are. You ain't fighting after a throat punch.
Akira, even better, right? The smaller the fist, the more damage it does with a throat punch, because it's like getting hit with a needle in your air hole. Thank you very much for the 1966, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. The Snope said, they're all right. So they did get beheaded, but they didn't die of getting beheaded. They died of blood loss. False. And that was so I don't know if it's fake, but how much does that sound like Snopes?
It is very Snopes-esque. But he basically, his point was people will do anything to defend people of color, no matter what they do. Anti-vaxxer, anti-government terrorist, extremists, whatever, they will defend it.
Dude,
tooth
look
and
what
nail.
happened with the transgender shooter as well. There were people actually saying like, I don't agree with it, but I understand why they did it. Like, come on, man, they kill kids. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The president's fucking press secretary. We need to understand the pressure on the trans community. Really? That's your take here? What the fuck? C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. It was just 3 of them, and all they did was keep screaming their retardation on top of, you finna go to jail, yo!
You finna go to jail.
Yeah, Finna. Finna.
Oh, is that finna as in fitting to?
Yes.
I'm learning.
It's gonna. See, people think right away that you gotta go for like cussing and whatnot. A friend of mine told me one time, and I actually saw him do it. Call them the silliest name that you can think of. If you say it like it's their actual name, don't say it like it's an insult. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? It sounded too complicated. Until one time, a couple months later,
you fucking wombat.
Well, it's silly. So months down the road, I completely forgot that he ever said this. He's having an argument with a couple of his friends, and he goes, come on, Spanky, you don't believe that?
Oh my God, that stinks.
He was calling his friend Slipshot, and began and ended every sentence with, hold on, Slipshot, Spanky's talking. And you saw them steadily getting more and more angry. It's priceless.
You can do it when someone is angry. If you call them Chuckles, you're going to get punched in the throat.
Yeah. That'll do it.
But I mean, Sinatra, I'm with you right there, going like you fucking wombat. But instead of fucking, right, you can use any noun, right? Instead of wombat, you can use lampshade. It doesn't matter. But if you add the English strain of it, just use the word absolute instead of fucking, right? You go, you absolute car park. Anything sounds like an insult if you do it that way.
Steel Fang for 777. I bought bacon in a Ziploc bag today. We're gonna get into all this just in case it gets in my face. All I have to do is reach into my bag and shout bacon and toss it at him.
Oof.
That'll do it. The Bishop for $1. Sorry on the slow response. Polly is right. Batman would be doxxed as Bruce Wayne because in his internal monologue he doesn't call himself Bruce. He calls himself Batman in Batman Beyond. Yeah, I think canonically he is more Batman than Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, he is. He is Batman.
So I figured
that's why he's one of my favorite heroes. You know, he's backwards in that respect.
I figure this is worth a try, at least one more time. To throw it out there, we have a new stack donation at $1,000, and everything is new. New Pinky song, new Stack donation, and I think it's phenomenal.
I mean, I want the Pinky song, dude. It's all about the Pinky.
A new aura. You know how I do the auras for the stream boss, and new one of those too. But it could happen. It could not. I don't know. Long Island school bus driver caught drinking on the job, undergoing chemotherapy, didn't know White Claw was alcoholic.
Didn't know. Dude, I know White Claw is alcoholic. We don't have that here.
She didn't know White Claw was alcoholic. She said she couldn't taste the alcohol because of chemo.
Isn't it like a seltzer?
Yeah.
So it's
and it's in the beer section.
Water and booze, isn't it? It's clearly labeled as a percentage on the.
I've never had it in my life. Is it sweet? Would it actually hide up the flavor like some sorority girl drink?
No, you know it's alcoholic.
It tastes like flavored water, though. That's the thing. From the seltzers I'd had, anyway, I've never had a White Claw. Steve Dave threw $1. Says, I like the throat kick.
A great aura. I'm a Sagittarius. What's your sign?
Shut the fuck up! Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord. Say it. You say Christ is Lord. Get out.
Ew, harsh.
Think he does a good voice.
Go on, go for it.
Kira, thank you for the 1766. Listen here, sweetheart. Keep flapping them gums, and I'm finna learn you one. I'm gonna learn you good.
No, I saw in the chat. I said Fidner is was Joshua Montgomery said fixing to.
Yeah, it's southern.
I was just about to say it's don't take reasoning too far. It is southern.
Don't look into it too much. Fair enough.
G says it too. G says finna.
That's the first time I heard it. Yeah, and he never really gave me a clear answer with it.
Southerners have a special place in my heart. I mean, they've got the best folksy sayings of anyone anywhere in the world. Like cattywampus. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a thing?
Yeah. It's a haywire, screwed up. Everything's got cattywampus. Only Southerners would come up with something that good.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Damn it, I'm very mad about this article.
Starting to see why they lost. Steve Dave threw $1, said, I like the throat kick angle more. When you get your leg up there, how they're going to hit you anywhere above the shoulders, not to mention if you miss, you're either going to hit the jaw or Wyndham. Steve Dave, if you kick someone in the throat, you're going to kill them. And I will miss your dollar donations. Don't do that.
IRS slaps Giuliani with a $500,000 tax lien. I'm sure this is just totally...
Shut up, seriously?
Oh, Giuliani's the guy who had the hair dye.
Yeah, he was also the mayor of New York and Trump's attorney. So it just randomly found out that he had $550,000 of unpaid income taxes for 2021 alone. So
it wasn't a fine. They hit him up with, they reassessed and hit him up with this number of back taxes he owes as of now. Fuck.
I'm sure this is totally arbitrary and not at all a direct attack on him.
I can remain optimistic about a lot of things going on in the Republic. Funding this, foreign wars, polarized politically, all that shit. But when the institutions of government are literally being weaponized against individual political opponents, that's bad.
It's bad news bears.
Yeah, that's Octavian with prescriptions. Like that's fall of Rome time. That's ugly. I mean, think about Watergate. Just for a second, everyone compares everything to Watergate, but think of the kerfuffle that happened in and around Watergate.
Cattywampus.
Yeah. The entire thing, a suggestion that Nixon or his aides, the committee to reelect the president, the committee to reelect the president, his reelection campaign, which hilariously forms the acronym CREEP.
Oh my God. Brilliant. Okay.
I like that. That's good.
No, it really is. The committee to reelect the president
would never have put that together if you'd not said that, Polly. Thank you so much, man.
Luna says, "Don't make me southern you."
Honestly, I would never. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck does that mean, Luna? Don't make me southern you.
I think that's Don't Make Me Southern. You like Cajun?
A Cajun is different than Southern.
Don't Make Me Southern. You?
Yeah, someone said they were going to Cajun me. I think they were going to like cook me black on both sides.
I think they would put me in a cage.
Why? Why a cage?
Because you're going to Cajun you.
Oh God.
I don't know, man. I'm English.
Has it been a long week?
We've got our own fucking problems. Oh.
I love that. Let me just replay that. Let me just replay that real quick. Akira said, no, my Beto. No, we just have the spooky donations up for right now, man. I'm sorry. Akira said, you knew it was coming. Howdy, Snoots. How we doing? Oh, not too bad. I'm going to retell the story at the end of the show because there's a fuck ton of new people here that haven't heard it. I am indignant about some horse shit, but yeah, I'm all right.
Does that donation mean the skeleton walls are starting again?
You know, Shelly got her 12-foot Skelly, and I was staring at this thing in the fucking yard the other day. And we would fuck up skeletons if we ever had to fight them.
It depends how many, doesn't it? Like, it's the old thing of, like, would you rather fight fucking, 1 7-year-old or 7 1-year-olds? Either way, I'm winning. It don't fucking matter, to be honest.
I saw an upscaling frame interpolation of Jason and the Argonauts the other day in a classic film with a stop motion animation where they're fighting the skeletons.
No.
Yeah, badass.
Okay, but if you're Jason the Argonauts and the other film, very much along those ways, along that line.
That was special.
Clash of the Titans
then, mate.
with Harry Hamlin. Ever seen that?
Awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever though.
So, but the stop motion animation for like Medusa and whatnot. All these skeletons attack, and imagine that doing 24 frames a second and whatnot. I watched somebody on YouTube that did a frame interpolation upsample. It looks horrible. They're all moving smoothly.
So what do you mean a frame interpolation upsample? What does that mean?
They ramped it up from 24 frames a second to 120 frames a second by using software.
Well, so they made the footage faster, or they made the skeletons look smoother, I suppose.
Exactly. They made them look smoother.
No, you can't do that. That's half of the charm of stop motion.
Exactly. It ruined it. You'd have to see it just how bad it looks. It looks like
the charm of stop motion is the disjointed, weird movement. That's what makes it creepy.
That's something we learned for horror films as well. If you look at things like The Ring or Ringu, the way that what's her name, Sudoku moved was in this just disjointed way. Mama was another good one as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you ever seen the test footage for that? Because it turns out the man who played Mama is actually just an out-and-out fucking freak. And can just move like that. But while they were doing it, they would tie ropes to his
Where are
wrists.
we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
So as he's crawling along the floor, they were pulling on the ropes. So it's like there was this kind of like a disjointed resistance for every time he put his hands on the ground. Fucking excellent.
Okay.
Excellent work. But you can't
I got a question.
fuck around with the fucking claymation of Jason and the Argonauts, mate. I watched that when I was little. I was scared shitless. It was brilliant.
Yeah, like I was saying in the chat, like it's skeletons. Like Shouts and Oz, they're supposed to be janky the way they move. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden they're smooth and doing like pirouettes, and it looks awful. It ruined
you ever
it.
wonder about that as well? They go like, oh, skeletons, they're made of bones. Yeah, well, apparently they got gristle as well. What's going on here?
No,
it's magic. It's just magic that holds them together. I've got a question. Okay, 2 questions. How many skeletons do you think you could take on at once? What would be your weapon of choice? Now, in my head, these are Evil Dead. Like, just skeletons held together by a little magic.
The skeletons armed?
Lightly.
Explain yourself.
They have sticks, clubs, and femurs, and leather armor.
They've got femurs. They've all got femurs. They got leather armor. Okay, so you brought in armor. That's an interesting. Why would they be wearing armor if they're skeletons? Because they will surely be immune to piercing attacks, as they have no innards.
I don't know.
Like most close range encounters, if that was all I had to deal with, a shotgun.
Shotgun, that's good. You get a boomstick. Okay.
Yeah, just shoot for the legs. Just
wrong.
Once they're immobile, they're done.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go a Louisville Slugger or a Warhammer, just a good blunt weapon.
You see, because Polly, you're wrong because you're gonna run out of shells.
I assume that I put the unlimited ammo code in though.
No, there is no unlimited. It's what you can carry on you.
You assumed. And Sinatra, you're half wrong because you still came in. Oh no, you said a slugger. That's a baseball bat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I assumed that was a gun. No, yeah. Any kind of warhammer will be the right way.
Yeah, I got a cold steel Warhammer, and it's heavy. I see a lot of people in the chat saying sledgehammer. No, you don't. No, you're not going to do that.
No, because you're going to run out of steam with a warhammer.
Sledgehammers are fucking heavy.
Is use a warhammer is even heavier. But what you can do here is
they're not.
The circle of death. Use the momentum and just spin it around. Any skeleton that comes near you is just fucked. And it doesn't cost a lot of effort because you're letting the momentum do all the work.
Warhammers are not heavy compared to sledgehammers.
Speaking of war,
joking?
One of the Warhammer 40K chainsaw swords. I forget what them things are called.
Why are you using a chainsaw against bones? You're getting this all wrong.
Don't aim for the femur. Don't go big.
What
are you gonna do with a baseball bat?
You know what?
Braining a skeleton is not gonna make them dizzy.
This is the Warhammer I have, and you're not gonna run out of steam swinging this shit around.
Okay,
but you've got the pick and the hammer. You're thinking of like the Game of Thrones fucking war, like the big 50-pound head one.
Oh, about fucking Bobby B's fucking hammer, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, nothing surviving that.
They're just chain swords. They came up with bolter gun, and they called the chainsaw sword a chain sword.
That does suck, man.
You can't have everything.
I haven't been this disappointed since I heard George Lucas say laser sword.
Good God, did that happen?
It did.
Oh no!
It was behind the scenes footage. He was talking to Hayden Christensen. He says, "So you grab." He says, "So you grab your laser sword." And I'm like, dude, you're the guy who created lightsabers. You named them. Why? Laser sword? What the fuck? I was disappointed. My day was ruined.
Could I
That's
pick
how I feel
laser
now.
sword as my weapon?
No.
Against the skeletons.
Realistic.
Oh.
A lightsaber actually would be really good to take on skeletons.
A lightsaber would be ideal, but we just don't seem to have those.
Yeah, just a grenades.
A bomb. You're gonna stand in a field.
Well, I mean, I am Muslim.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it moving. California mayor prostitutes and G-strings free to solicit thanks to law signed by Gavin Newsom. You know,
thank you, Gavin.
He's done some bad things, and I would count this as one of the good things.
Forgivable, isn't it?
I'm okay with this one. Honestly, it's fine. Go ahead.
Good job. Yeah. No, I'm agreeing.
AI is coming. Me too, AI. George R.R. Martin is suing the makers of ChatGPT after a fan used it to finish the final 2 books of A Song of Ice and Fire.
Did you see the announcement of this? Because it got me, man.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, is George R.R. Martin a hyper boomer? That's like suing the phone company because somebody pranked you.
I mean, yes and yes. But there was an Instagram post from it was a GRRM underscore something I can't remember, and it was like the cover. It said "The Winds of Winter," and he said coming 2024, and people lost their shits in. And I got to admit, I went,
The fake account.
But then I looked at it and went, hang on, those hands look a little bit young, don't they? That are holding the book right there. Yeah, totally fake account, mate.
God
AI
damn it. The song of A&I.
The song.
Yeah, instead of worrying about people using Chat GPT, why don't you finish the fucking book before you die?
Just finish the book, George. And I want the third book of the King Killer Chronicles.
Like, you know, I get it. It's classic lawyerly thinking, right? You don't sue a bunch of neckbeards who are just really into Game of Thrones and fucked around and did what they did because they ain't got no money.
And that's also your base.
Yeah, you go after the money. That's the whole point in fucking civil court. But it's so transparent. I mean, holy shit.
He is going after the money because the reason he hasn't fucking finished anything is because he keeps getting brought on as fucking producers for all of these shows. And they keep bringing him to go like, hey, George, come along to this location, see what you think. So he's traveling around the world when what he should be doing is sitting in his fucking garage and finishing the fucking book. He said, what was it, 2021, August? He said, if I haven't finished The Winds of Winter by then, my fans I allow them to drag me to a cabin in the woods and not let me out until I finish. And he said, and that moment has passed.
Dude,
that passed ages ago.
There's so much shit. There's so much shit going on.
He's just,
with the book, though.
It's too much. It's too much. Because he gets brought on for these fucking projects. It should be in his contract for everything. House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, the John show. George, you're a producer, but you're not allowed to be here. Finish the fucking book. That should be in the contract.
You're not allowed to be here. What are you doing outside of your hole?
Are you enjoying Are you enjoying the First Law?
I mean, yeah.
Oh boy, really?
I look, dude. My man Luther has just won the competition.
You're still like in the fucking. Oh boy.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, mate, like you gave me the King Killer Chronicles first, and I absolutely fell in love with that. And then I started listening to the fucking what was it, the fucking First Law. And look, don't get it's good, it's good, but it ain't no fucking growth, is it?
I like the First Law better.
And you are allowed to be wrong.
I'm more into the drama aspect of it.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I don't really like any of the characters besides.
You're not supposed to.
Well, I like the Bloody Nine, but that's because I don't like him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like any of the characters. That's the thing. Like, is everybody is a bad guy in their own respect.
Well, Kvothe was a bad guy. So I mean, it goes back and forth, and then they introduced this fucking Farah as well. I was like, who the fuck is this hoe? Came out fucking nowhere.
You didn't realize Denna was the same girl the whole time.
No, I didn't. I text you going, whoa, what the fuck?
Jesus. Anyway, still shit ratio on the likes, guys. You can fix that up, share it out, and support the host. Everyone's listed down below. Woo. New stack. I'm not poor, just new stack. I'm definitely poor. Dylan Mulvaney is Attitude's Woman of the Year.
Another one of those things that men.
I don't know.
It's another one of those things that men are better at than women.
Apparently. How does that feel, ladies? Drunkle, I need you to answer for Britain's crimes right now.
This is nothing. This is not British.
London's first... London coffee donut.
You need to try London's first coffee donut. This is a donut cup layered with Nutella or Biscoff and filled with your morning coffee.
It's the perfect combination of a snack and a drink and a sweet tooth lover's dream.
And the best part is tucking into this delicious Nutella cup. Head down to your coffee hub to give it a try.
Drunkle.
Give it a try.
That's like people talking London, apparently.
No, that's Valley Girl Cali shit.
Absolutely. Yeah, what's up with the bullshit tourism?
This is probably London in fucking Delaware or some shit.
I'm not gonna. Okay, look, no fucking around.
Like
if you leave this thing just sitting there and you let the coffee soak into the delicious donutty goodness, and you go at it with a knife and a fork, it might just be like a coffee flavored cinnamon bun. Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, you lost me at cinnamon, but a coffee donut, if it's been soaked Like that? Yeah, no, I could go for that.
Like, I just leave it till there is no more. Like, I'm a big coffee fan, and yeah. You know what would be a better idea with this is a couple of scoops of coffee ice cream in there.
Ooh, now that's an idea.
My big question is, why do you assume you've got more Londons in America? We got one London here. You've got several Londons over there. Why do you assume this is my London?
You had one London.
We'll see. Okay, it's back to London.
Now it's Palestine's London.
Yeah. Now it's Londonistan. It's gone.
Why do you assume this is my London when this is clearly something you cunts would do?
No, this is you.
How? Show me how.
I've never heard of fucking. What is it?
Nutella?
Biscoff? I've never heard of Biscoff.
Well, Biscoff is, I think it's an Italian thing. It just means cookie.
No.
Oh, like as in a biscotti.
Biscotti,
kind of
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a Biscoff.
Right.
Oh.
Hey, Drunkle, did you know the British are responsible for the Cajuns existing?
Did you know the British are fucking smelly?
It's good it rains there.
Did you know Americans are the reason why the planet Earth is on a slant?
No, that's Mexico.
It was slanted before we ever got here. What are you talking about?
Because you're fat.
No, Mexico.
Scotsmen are fatter than we are per capita.
Oh, Christ.
They are.
They can be. They can be.
Fattest nations in the world.
You tell them. You tell them that. Fucking
No, but seriously, the British Empire is responsible for the Cajuns existing. It's an interesting twist of history that it happened that way.
We don't even rank in the top 10.
The British Empire is responsible for a lot of nations existing, to be honest, Polly.
Well, yeah, but this one, this was not so much like over.
There's over 60 Independence Days that England is responsible for around the world.
That's just 60 losses you guys have to hold.
Yeah, why are you cheering about lost property?
Lost property?
Your colonies, you know.
Because, look, we had it at one point.
Had.
Yeah. Hey, look, dude, I wasn't there. I'm just saying. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I thought it was a fun fact. Get this.
Anyway.
Hey, I tried with the fun fact with the Cajuns, and it got fucking just laid there.
I thought that was cool.
Man. I thought it was cool.
And Cajun food is delish.
And also, that's where Gambit came from.
That is.
It's just interesting to try and wipe out certain Frenchmen results in this unique culture that wouldn't exist otherwise. The forced expulsion of Acadians, so they go to the nearest French port, which happens to be Louisiana, and boom. Why are there a bunch of French Canadians in the southern United States? Now you know. The British.
Guys, we are 27% to gold. There are 4 revolutions. There are 4 evolutions left on the stage.
Because we were talking about France, you said revolution instead.
And, Ian, I'm not calling you fat. I'm saying you're from a fat nation, but it's okay because y'all came up with the munchie box. I wish I had access to them.
We have some titular stuff to get through. This whole thing leads up to one article that I can't wait for Polly to see.
All of this is titular?
It leads up to one. It's all contextual.
All right, this is going to be awesome.
The Israel-Gaza war is distracting from Ukraine, according to Zelensky. So he's complaining that he's being distracted from because there's another war happening.
Do you ever see that? Those emojis where it's just like a little face and the 2 fingers, which are like the index fingers are pointing at each other, and that's him going like, "Is this a bad time for another $6 billion?"
Oh yeah, the Awooo thing.
Right.
But don't worry, because Joe Biden announced he's still getting $100 billion. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God! How is Maui, by the way? Maui is Maui.
Yeah. He's getting $100 billion. I'm over here like, hey, a stack will get you the coolest donation you've ever seen. Joe, watch my show. I'm oppressed by the Russians.
I think it's like, I mean, they obviously are very hard done by. Like Zelensky can't even afford a shirt and a tie.
You know what?
Playboy cuts
you know
ties
the
with
Yemen war is still a shooting war, right?
Oh, there's like what, 8 or 9? I talked about this.
5 now major shooting wars. Oh, Jesus.
I talked about this Tuesday, and I attributed it to you, that there's like, what, 7, 8, 9 hot wars happening right now?
5 major hot wars right now, and then others are smoldering conflicts, yeah.
And we only care about one, now two?
Yeah, if you go off the UN's metrics, which I admit is a pretty shoddy measuring system, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, did somebody think that Syria stopped being a thing? No, it didn't. Neither did it.
Didn't.
Shit, sorry, man.
I have to say the war in Yemen, because if I say the Yemeni war, I just start giggling, because I'm like 12.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah, but they are Yemeni. But it's
not Yemenis.
Yeah.
Well, you would say like you say Israelis for a group of them, but you say this guy is Israeli.
Israeli,
in that.
yeah. So they're Yemeni.
So
it's
called it's the Israeli war. It's the Yemeni war, which sounds so Nordic. It sounds like a yodeler who can't get it right.
I can't take that seriously.
No. So I say the war in Yemen war. Every time. Yeah,
so it's being fought with fucking poo noodles and fucking
poo noodles.
Poodles.
Poodles.
It's being dogs of war.
Now speaking of, so dogs of war or Lord of War, where are all the guns coming from for the war in Yemen? You know they're all coming through sub-Saharan Africa. The arms ship. Yeah, okay, I guess you didn't.
Oh, was that a question?
The arms shipment lanes of
that map.
Think about the amount of Kalashnikovs that had to be shipped into. It's not like they're manufacturing them. They're selling guns that they have there. They're crating them up and selling them off. That's how many AKs they have in sub-Saharan Africa. They can actually afford to illegally ship them to Yemen.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, Corbin Thomas threw $2. He said, Skeleton Walls. The bone has a pick with you. Pretty good. Steve,
you got a point there.
I'm sorry.
He threw $1 at you. Like an American dollar or one of your coins, because that could hurt.
John Galt, are you still out there?
Oh, you got pounds too, not dollars.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we weigh in stone. Steve Dave threw $1, says, who would win, an army of skeletons or 100 lions? I gotta go with the skeletons there. If it was 100 dogs, be very different because you know they're tearing those skeletons apart. Steve Dave, that's your answer. And Hakira for $5 said, can the skeletons we're fighting reassemble themselves? If they have reanimation protocols, we might be fucked. No, not allowed. No.
Akira, thank you for the $5.
What kind of skeleton does that?
A magic one.
It's a mess.
Akira, thank you for the $5. Britain is responsible for teaching India how to industrialize. Look where that got us. Also, tell Drunkle to read my donation.
Already done it, bitch.
Yeah. Britain may have taught India how to create industry. I don't think they taught them to industrialize.
I think they just copied us.
Yeah. I mean, India's not exactly known for its, a high state of advancement of industry. Yeah.
I mean, advancement is not the right word to use when it comes to the fucking caste system, is it? Like, there's literally no advancement there.
Have you ever wondered why they never get a universal condemnation across the board in the UN for running a state-sanctioned caste system?
Yeah. That place, I mean, when it comes to social mobility, is absolutely horrific. I would never. I would if I believe in reincarnation, I would never commit suicide because there's too big a chance as coming back as Indian.
Yeah, that's Indian or Chinese. That's where you're most likely going to be. Anyway, speaking of Indians, they fired Mia Khalifa from Playboy after her fucking awful tweets about Hamas.
No way. She was screaming about Hamas?
Yeah, she's like, if you're going to rape people, film it in horizontal.
The thing is, though, like, I ain't looking at Mia Khalifa's tits for the political persuasions.
Honestly, seeing how she looks now, I'm not really interested in looking at him at all.
That's because she lost her glasses.
She looks like fucking
I think the glasses did a lot of work, did a lot of heavy lifting.
High-level Iranian spy ring busted in Washington. Well, that's comforting.
Is that the ring in the photo right there?
That is the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, cancel.
That is an awful photo, isn't it? Someone took that and went, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh.
That is awful.
I want to put a little turnip on your head, Drunkle. So this was also a scene found in a protest here, actually. You noticing anything here? Anything jumping out to you?
Yeah, the thing is, whenever I see something like this, I do get filled with skepticism. Because we've seen a lot.
I don't see it.
This is the fucking person holding up the swastika, mate.
Yeah, it has been a lot of gas the chance to the point where
it was hidden right dead center of the photograph, for fuck's sake.
It's been to the point where France just banned Palestinians from protesting because they kept calling for another Holocaust.
See, now that yeah, okay, fine. And they're gonna do that, and I understand. I don't understand what it is. That's a horrible, 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 horrible thing to say. But I am filled with skepticism when I see someone just in the middle of a crowd holding up a fucking swastika. This is the the creases in the flag for me, man. This person
No,
closed
I
me.
get what you mean, but it's just the multitude of it. France, England, Washington. Pro-Palestinian protests where they're all chanting gas them.
I do not know what to think. I've never known what to think. People who were privy to my Twitter account long time ago before it got banned as well, I said, I don't know what... People are fucking militant about what you should think about Israel versus Palestine, and I have never, ever fucking came to any conclusion. It's probably one of those things where it's
contextually deep.
It's gone on so long that everyone has done something bad. There are no good guys here.
Look a little to the phone. Yeah.
Is that fair?
It looks edited. No, this image has been...
No, but this person glows, is what I'm saying. As Sinatra would say. This
Seattleite glows? But now, see, I would agree with you if it was just this guy. But they were chanting it as a group. They were doing it in France. They were doing it in fucking England.
It doesn't take a lot to stay. It takes two people to start a chant. It takes one person to start
I don't
a
know,
chant.
man. I think it takes a very specific type of person to chant gas the news.
No, but this is mob mentality, man. Like there's no fucking... No, I'm not defending these people here, but what I'm saying, human nature here and mob mentality has been one of the worst fucking things that human nature has ever seen since the fucking dawn of man, is how few people it takes to rile up a huge crowd.
It takes 0% effort to think that a group of Palestinians would go around chanting that.
Why would Palestinians hold up a goddamn swastika that completely is so far removed from anything to do with them?
No,
besides the fact that it's Israel.
It didn't. No. Well, okay. I mean, is it really that hard to fucking figure out?
Oh yeah, because Palestine were famously fucking Axis.
They're not doing it in support of National Socialism, man. They're doing it as fuck you, Israel. That's all it is.
Yeah,
that is that guy holding up a middle finger to Israel.
No, I get that. In which case, yeah, they're going to be going, fuck you, Israel, because chants are fucking stupid nowadays. But why would you hold up a fucking symbol from World War II, which means a lot fucking more than that? Because it's going to
get attention and there's no consequences. That's why.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. And it's going to get this fucking photo. We all know what the fucking mainstream media is like as well. Again, I'm not fucking defending these people. It's absolutely abhorrent what's been going on here. But I'm saying, is it out of the question that they would have gone, hey, just run in there and hold up this image on your phone while I take a photo? I'm gonna get a Pulitzer for this.
No, it's not out of the question.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
I could go for a drink right now. Wow.
It's not out of the question, but if it were this isolated incident, I'd go, you know what, maybe you were right. But it's not.
All I'm saying is I'm skeptical of. I mean, not of what's going on, but of this image in particular. The rest of it
was funny.
I'm totally with you. Totally with you.
This. Here we go. What was funny is that after all the chanting, wait a minute. Now comes a claim, or now how come it's a crime for Count Dankula to say "gas as a joke, but it's not a crime for the Guardian readers to chant "gas and mean it because they were doing this in Scotland, England, France, Seattle, Washington, saying it all everywhere, that this was a major thing. Pro-Palestinians everywhere. And Dankula goes, I want my 800-pound back.
I fucking appreciate it.
And here's the thing, and I want to get
pound though, mate. It was the fucking 2 years of his life where he spent worrying if he was going to go to jail or not.
Alan for 5 said, Sin and Last Royal Raven, I'm abstaining from the Israel v. Palestine shit because they have been genociding each other for years. Just look at the stats. For every 1 dead Israeli, 10 plus Palestinians have died, also claiming Palestine because a book said 4,000 years ago. Sounds stupid. You know what? Polly, get that. I'm going to take a piss, and we're going to get into this a little bit.
All right. See, Thomas, thank you for the $2. I've been saying Palestine is horrible for years, and finally people are. There it is. I've been saying Palestine is horrible for years, and finally people are waking up to the truth for them being Islamofascist barbarians. Well, no debate here. And Alan, thank you for the $5, who simply says, Polly.
Oh,
Alan.
God damn it, Alan. You're brilliant. Roger Reynolds in the chat says, Drunkle's looking for a reason where there is none. Now, I appreciate where you're coming from here, mate, but what I need you to know is that I'm not talking about all the fucking things that have been happening fucking worldwide. I was talking about that photo in particular fills me with skepticism that one person in the crowd, and this is of many, this is things like this happening everywhere. This is one person holding up that fucking image, and that's the photo we got. That's what fills me with skepticism. That's all.
I'm fine with that. Go ahead and speculate. And I understand that it's just speculation. Who for what purpose? You don't have to be right. You just have to guess.
Well,
who for what purpose?
Clicks. This is going to be
holy
the
shit.
image that gets fucking people to look on the fucking website, isn't it?
I would not have guessed that. I thought you were talking about something completely different. You think that guy's just out for e-fame?
Wait, who
the guy who's the
Angela?
No,
well,
the guy with
another.
Holy
here's
shit.
another point to what you were saying, Drunkle, or to what I was saying.
Where
sorry.
are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Before you do, it's Alan for 5 who just says uncle.
Palestinian sympathizers in Australia chant anti-Semitic slurs, F the Jews, and in front of Sydney Opera following the massacre in Israel from Hamas.
No,
so. This is a thing that is happening.
I know. I get you're not. Okay, we're crossing the international punchline here. I'm not saying that people.
We're not.
I'm not saying that people aren't doing that. Of course, they are doing that, and it's absolutely abhorrent that they are saying that. But it's just that one person holding. We've seen how much fucking.
If it was
sway,
that one person, I would agree with you. But every single one of these protests internationally, in cities, in different time zones, in different hemispheres, are all sharing the same sentiment.
And but I'm not on about what they're chanting. I'm on about that one person. Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Just wait for my fucking tag.
E to the dubs. It's
wait for my.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm just savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a
Sweet. Estonia, thank you for the $250. That's the thing, right?
Yeah,
I'm coining it.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah. It's $250. Thank you for sounding greatly appreciated. Sending out some love to the otter. And I feel it. I feel the love. No homo.
Anyway, let's just listen to Hassan's take on this.
What I'm saying is you know how the image of the swastika since 2016 has been, I mean, coined and minted by the fucking mainstream media. If you see it in a photo, it's going to garner clicks. Now, people are chanting these things, certainly. However, that is one photo out of something that's happened throughout the whole world of people chanting these abhorrent things. One person held up that fucking sign.
Okay.
They didn't deserve it, you fucking
skepticism.
Hold on, let me pull this back up here.
This
is one photo on Twitter that got 120 likes in response to this video talking about conservatives marching with swastikas in the South all the time. So they're ignoring this in favor of still conservatives bad for some reason.
Because you could turn up to any kind of fucking rally, and how many times have we said, like, you know, where there's been like any kind of right-wing rally, and I did say that, right-wing rally, I did say it right. And it's a difficult thing to say. And then you would see someone fucking flying a fucking swastika flag. And that's when Sinatra would go, there's creases in it, that person fucking glows right there.
I think it's more likely that he knew what he was doing and he was just using it as a way to attack Israel.
Yeah.
And maybe this isn't a way to attack fucking Palestinians here. I'm just saying it's the use of the symbol.
I would agree with you if it weren't the media and everybody else doing everything they can to run cover for Palestinians.
People who are chanting can go fuck themselves. What I'm saying is that particular image right there, they are focusing on that person holding up that symbol. I'm skeptical. I don't think that person is. I think that is there. That person is there to rile up other people.
Listen to Hassan, who definitely isn't riling up people.
I'm done.
They didn't deserve it, you fucking idiot. My goal is solutions. Jesus. Your goal is the continuation of violence. You want way more than 260 people dying. You want every single Palestinian to be fucking executed ruthlessly in the streets so that you can build another fucking theme park in Gaza. You fucking baying pig. You fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dog. Suck my dick.
Does he think he can hear him?
Does he think that yelling with that fucking pitched little voice of his was going to convince anyone he's got something other than tiny little baby nuts? I mean, it won't work.
Generally, when I am unsure of an issue, I'll wait and I'll hold out on it. And then I'll hear what Hassan's and Vosh's opinion is, and I usually go, okay, well, I'm going to assume that they're fucking retards and wrong, and I will form the opposite opinion immediately. So again, I don't, because the context of Israel-Palestine, it goes back to the end of World War II. And you know what, Hassan, if you're going to fucking cry every time something happens, you should have fucking won the war. I don't know what to tell you.
Jesus.
Don't fucking lose, idiot.
More, you know what? It should have won the war, should have offered the British a different path forward, whatever the fuck, 1947 and on. Oh, I'm solution-oriented. You're solution-oriented now. Were you ordering, like, yelling at fucking Hamas to do something different? Where does he, do you know what he's talking about where he's saying so you can build another fucking theme park in the Gaza Strip? Like, Israel hasn't built a theme park on the Gaza Strip. Do you even know what he's talking about? I do. He's right at the fucking lunch. It's like, if you take a look where Tel Aviv is on a map, it has access to the same water. It's beachfront property, if you will, like waterfront land. You know what I mean? You have 2 million people governed by Hamas. They're on the Gaza Strip. It's a fucking, it's a hellhole. They have money dumped in from all over the fucking world, and they're so bad at fucking management. I mean, they are. Jews plant a flag on the one fucking place in the fucking Middle East that has no oil or fucking natural gas underneath it, and somehow they're able to effectively run a state because they run it in a Western fucking style, and they run it with a little bit of fucking organization. What do the fucking Palestinians do? They crush their own fucking people because they're still working like they're in the fucking 7th century.
And you know what? I am fully of the mind that this is 100% not our fucking problem. But if you, not you people, but you, the royal you people, are going to go, well, you need to pick a side, Israel or Hamas. I guarantee you I'm not picking the side of the people who just figured out how to make a wheel.
Dude, it's down to people saying you have to pick a side as well. I mean, I saw a tweet saying, like, it is absolutely terrible that Taylor Swift has not commented on this yet. And you go, bitch, she's a fucking singer. Like, why would you think Taylor Swift would fucking say anything about this in the first place? Corbin Thomas through $2 says, Drunkle, my homie. Palestinians have been waving around swastikas for decades to piss off Israelis and the propaganda political cartoons common in their pro-holy war garbage. Okay, man, look, hey, I'm with you, and I understand that. I'm just saying that one fucking photo makes me skeptical. I'm not saying this isn't happening. I'm saying that one photo.
I feel like this is a great time to re-bring this video back up.
Yes. Good evening. Just wanted to say thank you for coming to campus tonight and presenting your point of view. It's always valuable to have two sets of views going on at the same time. Very useful. My name is Jumana Imad Musa Ahmed Al-Bahri, and I'm a student here at UCSD.
Bless you.
I was reading your literature. I found that much more interesting than the talk. And I found some interesting things about the MSA. which is an organization that's very active on campus, and it is hosting our...
Now, a lot of you who have been around for a while remember this video. This is...
In a fucking minute, man.
This is spice.
Our annual Hitler Youth Week. You should come out to those events. If you could clarify the connection between the MSA and jihad terrorist networks, because last I checked, we had to do our own fundraising, and we never get help from anyone. So if you could clarify the connection between UCSD's MSA, or if you don't have such information, if you could connect other MSAs on UC's, because the connection isn't too clear in the pamphlet, just if you could clarify.
Okay. Will you condemn Hamas here and now?
I'm sorry, what?
Will you condemn Hamas?
Would I condemn Hamas?
As a terrorist organization, genocidal organization?
Are you asking me to put myself on a cross?
So you won't. I actually have had this experience many times. You didn't read the pamphlet because the pamphlet is chapter and verse.
Notice how she's talking at the speed of a caffeinated 5-year-old? I have it sped up to 1.5.
This guy must be talking really slow because he sounds normal. She sounds like a fucking cracked out chipmunk.
Yeah.
Brotherhood Network, as revealed in the documents.
I don't think you understood what I meant by that. I meant if I say something, I'm sure that I will be arrested for reasons of Homeland Security. So if you could please just answer my question.
No, you won't.
Maybe don't.
Just wait. Just wait.
Homeland Security will
if I support Hamas, because your question forces me to condemn Hamas. If I support Hamas, I look really bad.
If you don't condemn Hamas, obviously you support it. Case closed. I've had this experience. I had this experience.
I disagree. If you don't condemn it, you don't support it.
Just listen. Just listen.
You can't just not give a shit about something. It's not fucking.
If
the world isn't black and white.
Drunkle, if I turn to you're just being the contrarian tonight. If I turn to you and I was like, would you condemn the British colonization of African countries where it undoubtedly led to unnecessary death?
I don't fucking. Here's the thing. What?
Would you condemn that? Would you condemn unnecessary death under Britain's rule?
I condemn unnecessary death. Certainly.
Okay, see how easy that was? So why would some random fucking...
Do you support trans people?
Yeah.
Or you do?
Yeah,
you
so do I.
support trans people. You banging for fucking. You want all the pronouns and fucking all of that should be.
No. You said trans people, not giving ideology around language.
That's what support is. That's
no. You're making up criteria, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, mate. It's not black and white.
No, Hamas is black and white. Hamas is a terrorist organization that has existed for years.
Just hold on. Drunko, it's going to take me 5 seconds to say. Just let me say. Hamas is different, and I'll tell you why. Because they have a given platform. Here's what we do. Here's what we want. That's what you're confirming or denying. Their platform.
I can give you exactly one example of where it is not black and white when it comes to Hamas. You say, if you don't condemn them, then you are supporting them. You ready? You say, do you condemn Hamas? Because if you don't, you support them. I've never heard of them before.
Well, that's different.
Who's Hamas? See, it's not fucking black and white.
Well, that's different. Saying I don't know what this is different than going.
I don't understand why you're so cemented on this.
Because
can somebody be more or less neutral? Yeah, I'll concede that. I don't understand why you're angry over it. I'll concede it. They're fine.
No one's neutral when it comes to terror. It'd be like Drunkle. Do you condemn ISIS? It's like, yeah, of course.
The reason that I'm willing to bet that he made that point, and it is guesswork. I have no proof of this, but is because the subject matter is what they're talking about. They're talking about Middle Eastern politics. They're talking about Muslims. They're talking about Hamas. They're talking about whatever the fuck, right? So to ask somebody, it's not likely that somebody there who's invested in that.
Oh my god!
What a tension splitter!
When he's pumping deep inside, I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my pussy.
You can be.
Oh god! Why does that have to end with that?
You can be indifferent to something. You can be indifferent to something. But
neither of them are, and that's my only point.
Organization.
They're all invested in the subject matter. That's why he asked her, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's definitely context here to why Hamas is being brought up. He didn't just see someone in a fucking hijab and go, "Hey, do you support Hamas?" You just don't pull that out.
You can be indifferent to something, but you can also be ignorant to something as well. I said earlier on, I've never known what to think about.
But her response was not.
But that would not make sense in this context, though.
this context is from ages ago. This context is not about what happened this week.
Who said it was?
Dude, Hamas has been around for decades. Hamas is not the new ISIS. Hamas was around long before ISIS was.
I am more than happy to say I do not know enough about what's going on here to say who I think is right. That's why it's not black and white.
You know, okay, so Trimble said something a little while back where it's just like, it's definitely not our business or words to that effect. Definitely not our issue. I would agree with Trimble on that. It's not. Nobody has to. But people are trying to make it our issue, and that's what I've got a problem with. Elected members of Congress, for example. There's a number of them that are trying to make it our fucking issue. Protesters are trying to make it our issue. Those are the people I have a problem with. So, but in this context, a bunch of people debating in a fucking lecture hall, and they're talking and they're speaking about Middle Eastern politics and the tensions thereof, to ask somebody else where everyone's fucking invested in the subject matter, do you condone Hamas? That's a fair question. What are the odds that there's going to be a neutral Swissman sitting there?
A neutral Swissman.
What do you call a Swiss? What the hell do you call them?
That's just Swiss.
Swiss. Okay, a neutral Swiss sitting there.
A neutral cheese.
Yeah.
Are we going back to hating Muslims again? No, nobody hates Muslims. But here's the issue. And again, Oren Doomhammer, this is not for you. This is writ large. You can condemn a Muslim extremist terrorist organization without saying that you dislike Muslims. It's leftists and commies right now that are going, there's no difference. All Muslims are terrorists. They're saying this shit.
Well, this is the bit that's pissing me off right here, is that currently it is you must pick a side. They even came after fucking Taylor Swift saying, why hasn't she said anything about it yet? It's terrible.
About the Israel-Palestine thing? Taylor Swift, really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, if you remember, Taylor Swift didn't say anything about politics or anything like that.
So she's just the one they're picking on, going, hey, what do you think about this, stupid?
Unfortunately, dude, Swifties, as they're known, are possibly the worst fandom in the fucking world. What I'm saying, and I can say this from a personal
Beyonce's
point of
are
view,
worse. But
I don't know anything about this enough to condemn a whole group of people, or even say I think these people are right or these people are wrong, and that makes me even worse than someone who. I'm a centrist.
Let me play this.
What you just said, in my opinion, is not unreasonable, but I do know enough about it to be able to say, yeah, fuck them. Hamas is a ruthless terrorist organization.
Okay, brilliant. But what I'm saying, the crux of what
I
I'm saying
have to assume she has at
black
least a
and
poly
white.
level understanding of what Hamas is.
It isn't black and white for everyone.
Where are
because
we, John
some
Boy?
people-
If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Before
Some
you read that
people
out, before we go further, let me play the rest of the video so you can get the full context of this.
Before you do, 4 more words, or 5 more words. Put it down to ignorance.
Well, it's okay.
Did for reasons of Homeland Security. So if you could please just answer my question.
If you condemn Hamas, Homeland Security will
If I
arrest you.
support Hamas, because your question forces me to condemn Hamas. If I support Hamas, I look really
if you
bad.
don't condemn Hamas, obviously you support it. Case closed. I've had this experience. I had this experience at UC Santa Barbara, where there were 50 members of the Muslim Students Association sitting right in the rows there. And throughout my hour talk, I kept asking them, will you condemn Hezbollah and Hamas? And none of them would. And then when the question period came, the president of the Muslim Students Association was the first person to ask questions. And I said, before you start, will you condemn Hezbollah? And he said, well, that question is too complicated for a yes-no answer. So I said, okay, I'll put it to you this way. I'm a Jew. The head of Hezbollah has said that he hopes that we will gather in Israel so he doesn't have to hunt us down globally. For it or against it?
For it.
Thank you.
So she knows.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did he say?
He said, the president of the Muslim Students Association, I asked him a question. The question was the president of Hezbollah, which is basically a different Hamas,
right,
said, are you for or against gathering all the Jews in the world in one place so we don't have to hunt you down across the globe? Are you for or against that? And she said, I'm for it.
I'm sorry, I thought he said for it or against it. I thought he said fort and then the name of a fort. I'm sorry, because it was sped up. I didn't realize.
So there is no ignorance to be claimed here.
No, okay, I'm putting it down to ignorance in that I don't know enough about it right now. That is, it has been in the news for a very, very long time, but I don't know enough about it. Now, the thing is, people are, as this week especially, people are going, well, if you think they're wrong, then you're a cunt. And other people are going, well, if you think they're wrong, then you're a fucking cunt.
Oren Doomhammer said one more time. Let me play it.
Hezbollah.
And I just don't know enough about it, is what I'm saying.
None of them would. And then when the question period came, the president of the Muslim Students Association was the first person to ask questions. And I said, before you start, will you condemn Hezbollah? And he said, well, that question is too complicated for a yes-no answer.
Here, I'll slow it down. It's at the good part.
So I said, okay, I'll put it to you this way. I'm a Jew. The head of Hezbollah has said that he hopes that we will gather in Israel so he doesn't have to hunt us down globally. For it or against it?
For it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and showing everybody what's here. And you're wearing a terrorist neckerchief.
If you understood...
you didn't hear the lady.
Could you please answer my question?
You don't get to make a speech.
So there is no ignorance on this.
For what she's saying, yes. I'm saying what I'm saying right here. I am happy enough to say, do you know what? I do not know fucking anything.
Well, that's fine. You might not know.
Beyond what's happened. Well, I'm talking about me. And that's the thing. I mean, you got Jim Beam in the chat just said, ride that fence, Drunkle. It's not riding. I'm not being a Swissman about this. I am saying I cannot. So, mate, killing people's bad. That's enough. Can we say that? When it comes to him saying if you don't support them, then you condemn them. If you don't condemn them, then you support them. Well, look at the same thing that we've been, every one of us here has been saying about the trans argument recently, right? And that is the same thing. If you don't go, yes, Queen Slay, then you go, you want to trans genocide. It's not the fucking same thing. It's not fucking black and white like that. Alan,
I didn't know you had a donation. Go ahead.
No, because this is a live one. Alan, for $5 says, do you disagree with the murder of children? Of course, I disagree with the murder of children, but I'm not talking about that. Anyone in their right mind disagrees with the murder of children. But
Except
I'm not talking
Hassan Piker and these Palestinian protesters who are pro what Hamas is doing.
But yeah. I'm not. But he didn't. I'm not talking about that. I'm not. Anyone in their right mind disagrees with the murder of children. Mate, I disagree with war. I fucking hate war, mate. I'm not even fucking capital. You guys are pro capital punishment. I'm not fucking pro capital punishment, right?
Neither am I.
Oh, okay. Shit, You've changed.
I am.
No, you never directly asked. But
really? Oh,
yeah, you've got a real forthright, no, against capital punishment. No, I don't agree with capital punishment. I don't think it achieves the ends.
I'm pro torture.
You are?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Zach, I just retweeted that too. I literally just retweeted that.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Anyone who tells you that you have to pick a side is already 3 steps ahead.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Let me just play this as a little fucking palate cleanser. Just a mid palate cleanser before the end palate cleanser. Zach just brought this up because I just retweeted this.
Hey,
Nice.
That was staged.
No shit.
Right. Goblin Thomas came in with 2, says, nah, bruv. It is pretty black and white. Israel are the good guys, and Palestine are the Indians that need to be deleted. It's a pile of shit. Israel's the only civilized country.
You're making me simp for Israel over here, but he's correct.
Look, everyone in that area is. I don't think there's any fucking good guys here. There's some guys that are more bad than others, but no one's a fucking good guy here. And Alan threw $5 just said, "Good man." Well, I mean,
anyway.
It's not black and white, mate. It's
as
red.
an American,
it's with blood. That's what it is.
As an American, I think this is the only acceptable take for America proper to have. The Ottoman Empire is causing trouble in the Middle East again. Shall we deploy the troops? Who gives a shit about the Middle East? I think
he does not miss.
I think that's accurate.
You can't. Sorry. So you tell him Steve did. Thank you for the $1. Anyone tells you that you have to pick a side is already 3 steps ahead if you go against your new target to make them more popular. If you're with them, you're a fucking pinko meat shield.
Anymore, that does seem to be the way of it, though.
I can make this. It's not black and white. I can say something that is definitely black and white. Somebody said earlier, "Are we hating Muslims again?" I wouldn't agree with it. I wouldn't agree with it said that way because that emotionalizes it, like puts it in an emotional context. Am I against a global caliphate? Fuck yes. Do I think that Islam eventually has to end up with trying to achieve a global caliphate? Yes. Have they been up to it since the days of the so-called prophet? Yes. Are they going to change? No. So you're damn right I'm against Islam because they have global visions and global plans. And they're not going to change. So it's either push back on them or relent. And I won't relent in the face of a bunch of authoritarian religious zealots. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, I'm not backing down from 7th century cave dwellers anytime soon. And that's what Hamas is.
As a Muslim, I completely agree with you. But then when I say it's black and white, it's not black and white. Black and white is, there are good guys and there are bad guys, but there are not good guys. There are no good guys here.
Let me burn through this last couple of things real quick. All right.
Okay, real quick. Looney Lenny for $1 says it's donations. Is that right?
Good.
Yeah. Looney Lenny for $1 says you don't know what Hamas stands for, correct? No, I thought it was a kind of non-kosher meat. And Corbin Thomas through $2 says I don't simp for Israel. Hang on. I'm just for civil. Okay, no, we'll leave it there. Thank you, Corbin Thomas.
This stream is called based on the word of God from this post. Breaking news, a man with a cross-shaped object is spotted running through the streets of Tel Aviv, violently attacking both Israeli and Hamas fighters, screaming about a crusade.
Now there's your gray area, right?
There's based on the word of God. How
fucking hell, look at him sprint as well. That ain't
real?
A light thing to carry, man.
It ain't real, but it's amazing.
Is that not? I swear I've seen that before. That's got to be an old photo, hasn't it?
This is hilarious. I love it.
Phenomenal. And we got a couple of palate cleansers. Polly, you'll like this one.
Pescador del Paraná.
Just pouring Fernet Branca in the water.
Mientras el río se lleva
And I got one more. Drunkle, I picked this one for you. The last one was for Polly.
I get a personalized palate cleanser. While I get this. Right, 2 questions. Why was this for me? And secondly, why did he zoom in before it happened?
Yeah, you know. Like, when you have a kid, you know.
Do you? No, it's just like it grew a tail.
Caught in 4K.
Fucking evolved before our very eyes.
Are you Ben Shapiro who posted the AI art to prove dead babies? First off, that was not proven to be AI. That thing says everything that is a computer image or an image saved or screenshot from a computer is AI. That's been thoroughly debunked. We don't know the fucking actual facts of that. And also, no, I don't get this. Okay, you don't like Jewish people. Okay. But like, if I'm forced to take a side, I'm gonna go with the fucking the only civilized area over there.
Let's put it this way: if I was put in the Middle East, where would I go?
I'd go
Israel.
Right to Israel. I would start walking immediately.
Mate. No, okay, fair enough. I didn't confine it enough. You're going to be dropped off in the Middle East, and you have to pick somewhere you're going to go. There's only one place that comes anywhere close to freedoms, individual determination. You know what I mean? That's it. Israel's the only choice. Where are you going to go? Jordan? Think about it. UAE?
What
You're
I don't
going
like is
right
that
to fucking Israel.
Yeah.
we are being forced to pick a side.
No,
Look at this conversation we just had as well. And I actually said, look, I don't know enough about this to actually fucking make an informed decision. And what I've got is people going, sorry, do you like kids being murdered, mate? Like, this is what we're having, right? This is where we are. We're in this room now.
The only reason that that's coming up, in my opinion, is because it's the how strong you are on the argument. Like you said, you don't really know enough about it. Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand where all the heat's coming from.
I don't like the if you don't support, then you condemn, or if you don't condemn, then you support.
For the people that were in that room of that lecture hall, yeah, I would say yes, because they all have vested interests. For you, no, I don't see why that applies to you.
But I don't condemn nor support because I don't know enough about it to condemn nor support.
There is no but. I just said it doesn't apply to you. What do you mean but?
Because if I don't know enough about it, then I don't support it, and that means I condemn it. Or if I don't know enough about it to condemn it, then I automatically support it. There's no automatic here. I can just be either ignorant or just, end of the day, mate, downright fucking stupid.
Sinatra, can you pick some words to tell him? Like, I'm trying to tell him that that's fine what he's saying, and he keeps arguing with me. Like, I'm telling him it's not okay. It is okay.
Fine.
Well, really, what I'm talking about here is the actual semantics of the argument rather than the argument itself. George Bush, when 9/11 said to France, when they said that they weren't going to go to war with Afghanistan alongside America, you're either with us or against us. And that was a fucking stupid thing to say, because that's an absolute, and the absolutes do not help anyone besides the Sith.
Yeah, I was going to say, only Sith steal an absolute. Man, he was attempting power politics. That's why he said that. He was simply sword rattle. Come along with this thing. We need remember the coalition of the willing. What's surprising that he did? It was a stupid thing to say. It was a strategic thing to say. It didn't work out for him. Yeah, and
well, then, put it down to that. Hey, it's power politics, right? And that's what's happening on the likes of Twitter right now. You know, why hasn't so and so said anything about this? Are you which side are you fucking picking?
Well, those are okay. Social media, like really, those power politics. I meant it to insinuate that you actually have some kind of say or means of doing something. These are people like Hassan Piker that are just yelling, like they're just emotional over the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. A lot of people.
The only stake that I have in it is that there are certain people that are trying to push the American government, in my case, into taking a particular side or doing whatever the fuck. And it's like, fuck you guys.
They started crying the other day about Palestinians being killed right now. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Who did? Biden?
Hassan.
Oh, Hassan. Jesus.
Biden started crying because he couldn't remember what fucking room he was in.
Yeah, I was surprised he was able to summon tears. I thought you were talking about Biden, but yeah, I did. Fuck him. I mean, does anyone need an explanation for how fake and full of shit and paper thin outrage Hassan Piker has? Who gives a fuck what that guy thinks or takes up the ass?
I think a lot of people are using this for their own social media clout as well, which is frankly terrible.
They're talking about Israel-Palestine. A lot of people are talking about Israel-Palestine the way that people used to talk about Riley Dennis. Subject, there, let's go. That's about it. I wouldn't really worry about him too much.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot of virtue signaling around it as well. And
when isn't there? It's social media.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something I've always found fucking terrible about people online is the fucking virtue signaling. It's people being worldwide woke. Oh! Fundamentalism through virtue signaling. Woke, right? Now it's worldwide woke. You're doing it for different countries. www.
All right. We've gone way over time. Gotten into like an hour-long debate.
We actually said we weren't going to talk about this as well.
The whole point was just to get through making fun of people. That's it. Yeah. It's fine. You guys have anything you want to show?
I apologize. My bad. Polly?
Oh, me? Yes, I am doing Noir Bar later on tonight. It'll be a good time. Come on by. If you're not subbed to my channel, what are you doing? How are you supposed to know?
Link in the chat.
Yeah, how are you supposed to get the notifications if you're not subbed to my channel? I mean, what the fuck? But yeah, Sam will be there, Far will be there. It'll be a good time. Yay! Come by to the War Bar.
If I'm alive, I might be by.
Have you played that?
Do you have alternate plans?
Have you played that 8-bit horror game
sleeping,
yet?
maybe?
You were going to do that last week. Have you done that yet?
No, I started playing Hollow Knight and I've just been sucked into that.
Man, no, you should do
gaming. Gaming is my reprieve. I don't want to, but it's October, so horror game streaming. So I'm kind of stuck.
You should.
I'm stuck between Hamas and Israel. I don't know what to do.
Stuck in the middle with Jews. I want to see that fucking that horror game that you were on about, man. You should definitely stream it.
What was it? The Trinity or whatever. But all right, guys, that's it. I put a video up on the second channel. Go ahead, check that out. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Make sure you're around for the Sunday show.
This man isn't black.
It was Alan.
Was just trying to make a point. Love you.
Thank you very much, Alan. I appreciate it, mate. You're a gent. Thank you, man.
Sunday at 7:30 EST, and I will see you guys then. Later.
Laters all.